Wait, can I read that one?
Yeah.
Damn, you're so damn. There's two dams. Damn, you're so damn sexy. Fire emoji.
Yeah.
Who is that?
Dams.
It.
Baited.
Okay, shall we? Because we can't use any of that.
Or can we?
Oh no,
Can
no, we
we?
definitely can't use any of
Can
that.
we?
We always start with something that we can't use, and then it comes in like this. Anyway, hi everyone. Welcome to the capsule. Welcome back to the capsule for your returning listeners. We appreciate you returning listeners very much, and all the new listeners, welcome. This is the capsule. We do this every week, so if you like what's happening, come back next week.
Subscribe.
Subscribe. Definitely subscribe.
Smash that like button.
Definitely smash that like button. And then what else can they do? Leave a comment.
How many likes are we going
ring
for?
a
That's
bell.
what they say now on podcast.
How many likes are we going for?
And they ask the fans like, "Oh, I want 100 likes."
I feel like this is going to be an issue.
I knew you were see what I said before we started.
Yeah, I said it out perfect, and then you went like this. Yeah, so basically on the you have to do it like this. Watch. Imagine that the mic is like a fixed point.
Okay.
Oh, I'm talking to Kamile like this. I'm talking to Kieran like this. There you go. Fixed
Reminds
point.
me of last night.
Well,
Don't be afraid to touch it.
okay. So guys, we always have special guests. I say that every week, but these are our special guests
Special
of
guests.
the evening, of the week. In the producer's chair, we do not have Fiya today because Fiya is busy rehearsing and doing a million things because she's trying to get a degree.
You know that?
And so we have Jenny Lou in the producer's chair.
That's right.
Tell him about yourself, girl.
Hi, I'm Jenny Lou.
Okay, cool.
Ooh.
We also have Kieran, who was my first ever podcast interview. First ever podcast I ever did in my entire life. Kieran came over to my house and I balanced the camera on a stack of books and we made Jenny sit behind the camera doing nothing and listen to us talk for an hour and a half. And Tia did Tia come?
I
Or was it
don't
just
think
Jen?
so. That is just us.
And then she was zoning out by the end of it.
I don't have any memory of this. So I
I'm
feel
pretty
like
sure.
zoned out the whole time.
And we were both very nervous because I
Yeah.
was just nervous anyway. And you were like, "It's my first one."
Yeah. And I was so like I didn't know how to talk. Even like my friends, I was like, so Kieran, tell me maybe is light feet, do you think that light feet is, and then in my head I'm like, oh my god, don't say that, someone's gonna hear it. You talked about light feet, oh my god. And then I had to fucking freak out. And now I'm like,
That's
yeah,
the first
fuck
swear
everyone.
word. you swore already. I thought we had
We're
go
gonna have to
like
cut.
15 minutes.
I'll cut out the swear words at the beginning.
Are you?
Yeah, I usually cut out the first like 10-15 minutes of swear words.
No.
Just because it's like YouTube. You know, I think it's gone.
Is it specifically swear words or like any inappropriate?
So, like stuff like damn and stuff like that are now allowed. The S word or the F word are definitely not allowed. But you know what it is? It's because shit.
Oh, I was like sex.
I thought so.
No, because I think what it is like they haven't said this, but when they put adverts, they put them at the beginning of your videos, so they don't want you to come back from an advert and then you're swearing. So they want to leave a little buffer after it comes back from an advert.
Well, you don't have a single ad, so why would you? Then
Well, I can put ads on the video.
Oh yeah, it's time to make money.
Okay.
That's how he pays us. That's how he
exactly.
Wait,
You get 10% of all the adverts that get put on this video, so you can expect your 13p in the mail.
Awesome. I'll wait for that money.
No, but they start like you can technically. We haven't actually put really hardly any ads on the thing, but they YouTube can if they choose to so do that.
Very sick.
And we also have Kamile in the house.
What is she doing here?
She's been here a few times. And she always comes with some controversial opinions that everyone loves on Instagram and the
did she say I texted that?
No,
Yeah,
what did you, another viral thing. Yeah.
I'd never say a viral thing. People make it viral.
Yeah.
I only speak the truth.
Oh.
I'm gonna get followed.
Did you see Lee? You listened to everything, right?
Yeah.
Did you see Lee back her up about that
Yeah,
the cipher thing? I had to cut. He went too hard. I had to cut some of it out.
The cut stuff needs to be released, whether it's like done through for like Patreon or like some sort of thing.
The thing is, it's like most of the cut stuff is like it's not even funny. It's like it's so bad that it's like
that's great.
That's fine.
I need that entertainment.
Oh my god, yeah. Well, let's see. If Abe gets really famous, maybe we can sell it to the Sun or something.
Yeah. And then we'll get rich.
And then we'll get
and
rich.
then
Yeah.
put F the ads.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I was also thinking for the YouTube watchers, like viewers, there should be some like, if you don't want people to swear so early, it's like a strip jar. Instead of putting a pound in, you have to take an item off.
Oh,
okay. And then we'll get banned for nudity anyway.
We take it off or they take it off.
Whoever dropped the swear has to take up an item of clothing.
Jenny be naked in the first 12 seconds.
Because then they're not going to swear anymore. And I just want to see Abe topless.
Right. I see. Yes.
Okay.
That would be good.
Less edits. See, I'm helping him out.
Nice.
Yes. Yeah, we're not editing today, guys,
And
just so you know.
You wouldn't even have to
So Jenny,
edit.
keep it together.
Yeah, you wouldn't even have to edit Abe's nipples out because he's a man, so it's okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
True.
Cool. Well, thanks for making it real. Thanks for bringing real life issues into our podcast.
You're welcome.
We don't do that here.
That's what I'm here for.
Kamile, how are you?
Yeah, I'm really good. You?
You've also been on a few podcasts. You said 4,
4 and
but
then
3
one.
came out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, because we had a
Fifth one?
technical issue.
Oh,
You had it. Yeah.
Yep. So there's no we. Yep. I
You're-
tried to bring her into that.
you're on your own here.
And for those of you watching the pod, the main question we're all asking is, why does Kieran have 2 pairs of sunglasses on?
I actually forgot.
And that is a very
All right,
Kieran
no, it's
thing to
because
say.
every so often I'm going to lose a pair.
Yeah.
Like, and then they're like, oh, I wonder what his eyes are really like.
And then you take off another, and then you've still got more and more. And
Yeah.
more.
So that's the first pair done.
Awesome.
Ruined it now too early.
I didn't ruin it. You chose to take
There
them
you
off.
go. Simple cipher in the building.
Oh, yeah.
That's a concept for a show.
What is taking off
Is that our
glasses?
show? There we go, Kevin.
No, but because you know they do with the scarf and they're like, but it could be that sunglasses.
Trust. That could be funny.
Just loads of sunglasses
Oh,
out of the
God.
pocket,
Yeah, not out the eyes,
out of the eyes, not on our head. They're coming out of our eyes.
like the mouth, but eyes.
Okay.
Got it.
All right.
Okay.
And back on track. So how is everyone today? How's things? What's happening? You've been at rehearsal.
Yeah, I'm actually dying, not going to lie.
I'm so tired.
Yeah, tired and my shoulder is killing me.
Me too.
Same. Shoulder
Maybe
as
we've got
well.
the same shoulder.
Maybe.
Maybe this is a collective spiritual finger.
A collective
again.
spiritual finger.
Shoulder.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. No.
Left
Yeah.
one, everyone.
Left?
Left?
Nah, you're kidding me.
Yes, left.
Yeah, I swear to God.
Nah, that is
look at
nuts.
us.
Yeah, is
My
it
shoulders
swollen?
are fine.
Is yours swollen? Mine's swollen.
I don't think it's swollen, it's just achy.
Mine's achy as well.
Cool.
Too much all
Information.
action.
Too much what action?
All action
Oh, well, I get that problem too.
and wheel action.
He's talking about juggling, Genevieve.
Me too.
He's talking about juggling in his circus
Balls.
show.
Oh.
Me too. No.
Oh, well then.
Fuck's sake. Yeah. So you've been at your show and you hurt your shoulder.
Yeah.
Sick.
Why are you tired?
Why am I tired? I don't know. I think I might be getting sick.
And you invite us to your house.
Freaking
Yeah,
Great.
COVID's done, mate.
I have a child at home and a
Yeah?
pregnant
Well,
partner. Like,
how
thank
do
you.
children build up immune systems?
Licking rocks.
There you go. I'll bring you a rock. No, I think I'm just tired. I don't know. And how about you? You've been at work?
Yeah, I'm just working my casual,
Mm,
daytime routine.
Lovely.
9 to 6.
Are we allowed?
9 to 6.
Yeah, 9
Yeah,
to
that's
6.
what normal people work.
Yeah.
9 to 6.
9 to 6. 8 hours a day.
7 days a week.
5 days a week.
Okay.
Jen doesn't know what work
Hello.
is anymore. She just gets on a plane and has a holiday, comes
Yeah.
back, gets paid.
Yeah, 9 to 6. It's either 8 to 5 or 9 to 6.
That's so long.
It is long, but it's the money dough.
Are we allowed to talk about what you told me?
Yeah, whatever you want. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you-
You're allowed.
Yeah. Do you wanna tell the people the sad news?
Not that people care.
Everybody
but-
cares. What do you mean?
Well, I have decided to move back to Lithuania.
And why was that Kieran's fault?
He abused me.
Oh wow.
Wow, we can't even make those jokes anymore.
You heard it here first.
That's the real clip it.
Oh shit.
I don't know if people. What do people need to? I mean,
come on.
They know. Okay.
You're a pillar of the community.
No, I'm not. Oh, I'm not. But yeah, I've been here for 6 years. And just due to a lot of different reasons, I have decided that I will be moving back to Lithuania. I don't know for how long. Is it, for the rest of my life? Am I coming back? Not sure, but I will be coming back in terms of doing, in spirit. No, I will be coming back to, to hang out. I still have my friends here in my social life, AIM, and just things that I like in London. But for the most part, I just want to have a normal life, I guess.
What do you mean normal life?
Yeah, well, okay, and that's not the right way to say it, but I've always been, I don't live in a dance bubble.
Okay.
And I've always had a quite good sense of reality, I think. Hence why I have a full-time job and I manage to do dance on the side. Not to say that dancers that dance full-time are not normal. They are. But I've just always had, I know, him. For it. I've always had dreams of having a family, having a house, having, financial stability, and that really mattered to me. I'm also someone who likes having different interests. So dance, I feel like I perform better because I have a different interest, but I could be just lying. Who knows? But yeah, and then all that together, I realized that it's probably quite difficult for me to do that in London, especially because I'm single. So buying a house on my own.
Hit her up, guys.
Slide in them DMs.
Slide in them. You heard it here first. That's the real.
That's the news. That's the news.
Yeah, that's the main news.
Public Instagram as well.
Do not try.
Well, do try. No, come
Actually, I've got a couple that are so funny. Ooh.
A couple what? Guys?
Like DMs. That
let's go. What are they? Read them out
just
now.
funny ones.
You can read them.
Of course.
Yeah.
Share the name.
Who are they by?
Don't share mine.
They're not
Don't
from,
share mine.
They're not from people that you know. Or maybe you know and I don't know them.
I hope so.
Yeah. Anyways,
should be a new thing. Like dancers come on the pod and read their DMs out.
I'll read some. But do not DM me. But
DM her, please. Now that you do it, please DM her. She loves it really.
What did Harry Barnes say?
I've got a couple. Dope style. I'm a popper, but now I mostly sing and do music in Los Angeles at Wonderland Studios. We'll love to feature you in a music video and maybe a performance. Okay, why not?
Okay, that's
another one. When we're gonna link up, Kissy.
Yes, when we gonna link up?
Another one.
Wait, can I read that one?
Yeah.
Damn, you're so damn. There's two dams. Damn, you're so damn sexy. Fire emoji.
Yeah.
Who is
Dams.
Clarence Anderson.
Baited.
Wait, you did ask.
She almost gave his address.
I've got something in French.
Okay.
Salut, nous proposons des jobs rémunérés, 1,000 euros, à se faire en 48 hours. What does that mean? I probably butchered it.
I'm proposing a job in like 40 something.
Like, we give like paid jobs for 1,000 euros.
Oh. That's fine.
Oh,
well, maybe I should have replied to that one.
Me?
Yeah, I should have replied to that one. Another one, music connects, dope moves, haha. Morning, I have a groove track for you. Keep in touch, peace.
Sick. I love these.
I
love the what was the one that I liked? Damn, you're so damn sexy. That's a good one.
Yeah, what if there was just a bad translation, and because you have a battle that you organize called the link up, so maybe it was like, when is the link up? And you're making fun of them like as if.
Do you want to hear my hilarious DMs that this is one that I ignore. It goes, yo Luke, can you get back to me about this simple cipher job because we have to.
Another one. Sorry, yours is not as interesting as mine.
No, it's not. Mine was also fake. But
I've got another one. You have a very smooth style. You female version of the twins. I've got another one.
This is so good. This is the best.
Will you teach me popping? Why not?
Is there a winky face?
No, he is. I think he was serious.
Guys, come on. Throw in the winky face if you really want to get her attention.
Or aubergine.
Yeah, I've just got so many different ones. Anyways, too many now.
This is great.
Is this because you're famous or
No.
like
This is since she got to the finals at Kingdoms League.
Oh my
She got all of these since
this
then.
week? Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
I love this new segment.
Yeah,
Read your
dancers,
DM.
dancers DMs. This is good.
Yeah.
Have you got any?
Well, I constantly post my baby, so I'm pretty sure everyone knows
Ah,
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
to get away.
there are a lot of
I
single
don't know if
dads in
people
this world.
care.
Yeah. Well, thanks to Justin Bieber, I ruined my date night
Why?
because T had booked tickets to see Bieber on Valentine's Day. I was like, "Is that okay?" And I was like, "Well, I'm just gonna be walking the streets with my baby and my dog. Babe magnets there."
Yeah.
So
So,
I'll
it's
just-
your fault if you want to leave
so,
me loose
yeah.
on these streets.
And then he went and got sick and had to cancel all his tours. So
So then what happened?
I had to spend it with my family.
Oh,
Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
Pain.
I'm
That sounds terrible.
I actually taught class and then went home to screaming child. But
Oh, lovely.
when
Okay.
she's older and rewatches this, yeah, thanks for ruining my Valentine's. I'm joking. I love you. Really.
My question is, what? All right, for you two, because for you two. So, what would a guy have to cold DM you? Like, what if you didn't follow each other, no mutual friends in common, and he DM'd you? What would that DM have to say in order for you to be like, all right, let's give this guy a chance? Like, what emojis would he use?
Probably not emojis, but if it was just a general, because I've had that before, and I have went on a date when someone DM'd me.
From Insta?
Yeah,
That
but-
could have been a serial killer.
Guys,
No,
you
no,
can
no.
do it.
No,
DM
there
her
were
now.
mutual
Saw you on the
friends,
podcast.
so I guess that was.
Oh no, but that's
But I didn't know him, but we were in the same event, and I didn't see him then there. Sorry, but he DM'd me just saying, "Hey, can we like grab a coffee or something?" And that was just that. But because I guess,
But did he explain like I saw you at the event, you're friends with blah blah blah?
yeah, maybe he did say that.
Or like, did you know him by an association? Like you kind of
Like,
knew
oh,
who
you're
he
friends with
was?
blah blah blah. or-
No, I didn't know him, but I obviously saw that there were mutual friends, and I could tell that. And they were He used to be a dancer, but he's not a dancer. But there were mutual friends from dance.
So you're like, oh, not a complete psycho.
Yeah, not a psycho, so that was
Well,
fine.
I mean,
And what did you do for the date?
We went to have coffee, I think, or we went to Creams,
Oh, that's cute.
something
Yeah,
like
it's
that
cute.
in Shoreditch.
shared
Yeah.
a Sunday.
Oh, I thought you were gonna make a bad joke.
Yeah.
So you know that some guys get a bit like, oh, I can't be with someone who earns more money than me. Don't understand why. They can pay. What about having? Do you think guys are off put that you could smoke them?
No, but I can't smoke anymore.
That's why you only date guys.
That's why I'm a
that have
loser.
beat you.
No,
That's what you said, right?
No, I mean, no, I don't think people. Do people care about that? Whether
Yeah, that's a good
Do
question.
people
Have you ever
care?
cared
I don't
about
know.
whether a girl that you're with? All right, say that because
Well, it's like
I don't
it's like
think-
you. Do you mind?
yeah,
well, I'll let you know when I meet someone that can beat me.
I actually don't think I've dated anyone that could smoke me ass.
That's what I was going to ask you. Yeah, because Tia doesn't really like actively dance or
Nah.
battle at least.
And don't start baiting me out with other people.
So I pull out the list.
What about?
Yeah.
I mean, there was I mean, then no.
Well, no,
but
Kieran,
now-
because it's only a 2-hour podcast. So
By the way, viewers watching at home, that's this guy.
that is this guy.
my DMs are open.
What
No,
about you?
yeah, people that because I haven't really, as in like relationships or like people that we've just been seeing.
Well, maybe then you can, because I don't think it matter. Like to me, it wouldn't matter.
Oh yeah, that was the question.
But let's say, what do you think that you could DM someone that is in the dance scene that is much better than you, but you don't know them as well?
Like to
feel
ask them out on a
guys
date.
don't- Guys don't care about that.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's
as
what I'm
in,
saying.
Like,
I don't
would
think people.
What is the question more
Good,
about? Would
because-
I DM them or would I ask someone out who I think is better than me at dancing?
Well,
I mean-
but whatever you asked me, whether it was DM or ask me out. Well,
I asked you
asking out.
if you would respond to like a cold DM, and then
which I
we
said.
were saying, would we date someone who
Like, have guys ever
could
been
smoke
like?
us, or have guys ever had an issue with that with you? I don't
No,
think it would
never.
matter to me. I think I would like it.
yeah, exactly. I don't think it's an issue at all. It doesn't really matter.
That's kind of like very insecure energy.
But I also don't. That's why, because I don't also care about what my partner earns in that sense. That's why I was like,
No.
I don't think
Yeah.
like that anyway. But the
Some people
that
would,
do,
yeah.
would they be like,
the same person that thinks that, would they also
yeah,
think? Probably, because I think there's definitely some people that, especially maybe on the higher levels, where like you might have an ego about how your partner is seen versus you. Because it's like, also, I guess if you're, I mean, I've spoke about this with people before, but let's say if you're dating someone who's a really good like dancer or really famous, and then in your scene, you're forever known as blah blah blah's partner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're like, oh, who's this? Oh, it's blah blah blah. I've had that actually with I don't know if it matters for me, but with my ex, you know. But like whenever I was in Europe, I was Thingy's boyfriend.
That's funny.
You know what I mean? Because I was never like killing it that much. But
that happens. You don't have to be in a dance scene.
No,
it happens all the time.
In her own city, she's Luke's partner.
No.
Shout out Montreal. So, but would you reply to a cold DM?
No, but it's all based on circumstances.
Yeah, but your one wasn't really like a complete stranger. It was like someone that knew someone.
Yeah, true.
I would definitely respond to that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Yeah, maybe I haven't responded to anyone that messaged me like that. But as I've read some of them. Some of them are just like straight away. You're just
damn. You're so damn sexy.
Yeah, exactly. What,
and like
what
no
am I
other
supposed to
messages
do
above
that?
it.
Like, too strong. That's
yeah.
too
What
strong.
am I supposed to do? And the other ones, they're just their comments about my popping, which is fine. They're just, hey, I'm from India. I like your popping.
I love it.
Things like that.
Yo, Indian guys love commenting on stuff.
No. I don't want to get cancelled for this, but
It's like I'm Indian. I'm allowed.
Gay dudes are amazing on TikTok. So
really,
Lawrence Crumper, Cricket District, he's like big on TikTok.
Yeah,
and he does a lot of the cheesy TikTok stuff. Like, and the comments he gets, so people are like, "Oh, I like that you're in shorts today." Or,
oh, no way.
I couldn't keep my eyes off of. And it's like
eggplant emoji.
The comments are like we screenshot it and put it in our group chat. Just like, my
that's
days,
so
like
funny.
he's actually like,
like he's a
to them.
He found his audience.
Like a sex object.
But it's crazy because I'm like, I don't think I would comment that stuff like on anyone that I would want to.
Oh, you
like,
would.
You know
But I feel like people comment,
but also
ridiculous things.
The guy dynamic is really different.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, I think.
But yeah, people really don't care. They would say whatever.
Yeah, that's wild. It's quite funny. It's even more funny with comments because everyone can see it.
Yeah.
So when
that's
you
what
write that, it's like everyone can
pulling
then look
out
at your
mine.
profile. Do you have funny comments?
Oh
as
my
well?
days. You joking?
Let's go.
Me?
Do you have some Indian?
Are you joking? No.
My extended
I've got. If I wanted to, I could get offended.
What was the one Lorena
wow.
post shared one? I don't know if she knows him, but the guy was like shared her video and it was like some people say girls can do. What was it? Did you see that? No. It was like girls can do no wrong or something.
Yeah.
No, what was it? I don't know.
What, like watch this? Yeah. It was just recent, but I don't know. I don't think it's.
Oh no, it's coming.
No.
It was like some people say.
Some people that think women can't do anything watch something.
Yeah,
like that.
can't do
watch
anything.
This.
Watch this. It's like.
Is that a compliment?
Yeah, it's like
a
some
backhanded
people
one.
say that women can't do anything, but here's a round of Lorena.
Yeah,
so
it's
they can do everything. It's like,
And then he says, and they're right.
Women. Some people think women can't do anything, but
they can dance.
they can do this.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got mine.
I want to hear the offensive comments.
right.
This is the best segment ever.
Okay, so I've got a couple, and to be honest, it's under that one. I've got
It's
other
one
ones,
person.
but I can't remember. But it's under the same post. So one is Lama. Only white
Don't have
people
to
would
bait
lie and
everyone.
hype the shit to be good. You literally cannot make the shit up. No vibes at all whatsoever. He wasn't on beat or tact. And who breakdances to such a melody, please?
Wait. Which video is this? We need to know the
This
video.
is the Red Bull video where I go.
Well, I need to know if I agree first.
You might. It's this one. It's this one. It's
Okay,
It's from my
okay.
Red Bull dance your
You
style.
actually remind me of a female Litwin.
Yeah, with your smooth style.
Okay, so only white people
Only
would hype
white
this
people
shit.
would lie.
Hilarious.
And
yeah.
who break dances to such a melody, please?
Brilliant. Okay,
While I
what
do-
else?
Yo, add Breakin
Another
to your
one?
CV right now.
Yeah.
That's a good question though.
Who break dances to such
That
a
is a good
melody?
question.
Melody. Another one was, what's that? It's a man, it's a woman. Oh yes. It's another. What's that? It's a man, it's a woman. Oh yes. It's an other LGTB brainwashed.
What? Where did that come from?
I don't know, but
We're gonna have to put the video up.
you can't put
to
the video.
show what-
Yeah.
they're commenting on.
So these are the most recent ones I remember,
wild.
but there were. I think there were.
Have
some
you got
other
loads of
ones.
followers or something? Why have you got like so many randos? Like I don't get random
Maybe
comments.
because also
I don't
AIM had like
Oh, yeah, true.
30,000 overnight.
No, but this is no. I think it's just people see it on their
Explore.
explore page. Yeah.
But has that video got loads of likes and views?
No, it doesn't have that too many. I think
That's
it's
so random.
500 something.
I have an
So it's
idea.
not too many.
So the DMs that come through,
Mm-hmm.
respond and say, defend my honor in the comments. And then
And then we can go on a
yeah,
date.
we can get a
So it's like,
coffee.
oh, if you think I'm so damn sexy, go tell this guy off for saying
Oh, very
that my dance
interesting.
is.
And then
is
there's crazy Insta people.
Pyramid.
Whoa.
Make a
I don't
Create
know
a
who's
pyramid.
crazier, the ones DMing that up front or the ones commenting jump into.
So what he's just said is that the people that find you hot are equally as deluded as the ones that hate your dance. That's what Kieran just said. He said he doesn't know who's crazier. And for me, it's very obvious that the people that hate your dance
It's-
are crazier,
it's
but
the-
that's because I'm not horrible.
No, they're
Do you see
they're
how you
all,
broke that down?
I don't know.
They're all equally right. They're all equally right. It's a man,
You're
it's a
like,
woman.
I am sexy and my dance is terrible. They're both right.
It's a man, it's a woman.
No, it's a brainwash.
It's a brainwash.
LB
LGTB.
I love you get it. You even get the thing wrong. That's the funniest.
I know, it's just like type right.
Oh, that's
But-
so funny.
Yeah, so yeah, but they make it's fun. I've had actually no, because it's fun because I don't get offended. I'm just okay, whatever.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like if I was
That's
maybe
a challenge, by the way.
Yeah.
She doesn't get offended. Let's
And
go.
she goes out on
try.
dates with guys that cold DM her. So guys, please.
no, don't do
If you
that
listen to the
because
capsule,
that was one
Slide
in 28 years. No,
Sliding.
but I had
28 years.
I had a horrible one.
What do you mean?
What, DM?
I had a really scary one.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, now it's not fun.
No, but I'm just saying because there's
Okay, let's make it
because
real. Change the tone.
people are in a way they get obsessed with you because of what you do. So
Yeah.
a lot of my comments are based on dance and I think they find me because of dance. But this one guy was just oh my days, he was quite scary because he was, I don't know, he was just texting a lot of random things and he was quite delusional about what he was saying. So sometimes it's fun, but sometimes it's like, ugh,
Yeah.
like leave me alone.
Oh,
So yeah, no, it's fine.
Did you block
then.
his ass?
Yeah, I did, but I was even afraid to block him at first because I thought if I block him, then he'll realize and he'll try to like find me again. But I was just like, yeah, it's not worth it, and it's fine. You know, I don't think he's just right in the way he thinks, but
damn, that took a dark
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah, I don't even want to joke anymore.
Whoa, that's a lot of
yeah,
writing.
What? That's all from one person.
yeah,
Whoa,
yeah.
that's a lot. She's got the evidence, by the way, guys.
But yeah,
We got
All right, so
Anyway.
slide in her DMs politely.
Politely.
Not
as
weird.
Judge Judy said.
But yeah, other than that, not to be serious because it's not serious. People, I don't know, people comment whatever they
That's
want,
wild.
and it's funny.
The internet is a wild, wild place.
Did you see people cussing us about our take on the Super Bowl
Oh,
on
Oh,
TikTok?
what?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
'cause-
yeah,
No, I
yeah.
Did you
haven't
see
seen
the
it,
reel
no.
that we posted on Insta?
I
about-
saw the. Yeah,
Oh yeah, that we said it was like boring and stuff.
yeah.
But like we posted it on TikTok, and then people are a bit more lively on TikTok, and they were just like, people were cussing that I said I don't like the facials. They were like, but facials are part of a dancer's
make it.
performance. Well, how could you even separate them? Like, what are you talking? And then people were like, yeah, I agree. And then
You had like, who are you guys to even talk on this?
Yo, you
Like,
actually made me laugh so much. So someone tried to write like, who do you guys think you are? Just that comment, which is hilarious by itself. But then they miswrote it and they wrote, who do guys think they are? And then Kieran put like, what did you put? It was
I
like,
don't even remember what I put.
you
now.
put something like, I'm sorry, I have to find it because you're being such a like, not even an asshole, but just, it was funny. So this person put, hold on, where is it? All of these comments are hilarious. So someone wrote, who do you think, that was it? So someone tried to write, who do you guys think you are? But they wrote it, who do you think guys are? And Kieran wrote, I think guys are the group of people that are being addressed. Who do you think guys are? And then we also had, maybe you were hungry while you watched. I don't know what that has to do with anything.
It's like
Someone
you're
wrote,
hungry.
imagine hating from outside of the club. Mm.
Can't even get in.
Yeah. And then someone just wrote, no, she was amazing.
Which is also fair. She was, but it was about the dance performance.
We had one fair comment from someone called Dion. Felt boring because we're used to the theatrics at the Super Bowl, but they did say that there was 35 versions of the performance and it changed because of her pregnancy. Thank you for a very reasonable comment.
Okay, that's interesting because I watched it and then I watched J-Lo's and Shakira's and I was just, it cannot be matched.
Yeah.
It just is so different.
Yeah.
Which was also Paris, I think.
Oh,
yeah,
well,
it was
maybe
also Paris.
So
very interesting.
It's not like we're cussing Paris. It's just that one fucking performance wasn't great. Anyway, and then
you're also allowed to have an opinion. You also don't need to know what you're talking about sometimes. You can just have an opinion as an outsider.
Oh yeah, there's not many other good ones. There's just a good old simple thumbs down with five likes. I'll take that.
I would love the TikTok people to meet the Insta people because the Insta's generally the dancers and the TikTokers are generally like public that happen to find it.
Karaoke
It'd be crazy for them to like start interacting.
Yeah, that would be funny.
We should get them in one room.
Is locking dead? And they're like, whoa, what's locking? And
that's true.
And the locking like lovers are like, how dare they say what's locking? Like,
yeah, we need a social media war, and then the Twitter people need to get involved. They're the worst of all the worst.
Easy peasy.
Can't
we'll
say
make it work.
Because like Elon will send people after us. Wait, is he gone now? Or is he still?
No, he's still. Yeah, I don't have anything, but that DM section needs to stay.
Yep. Agreed.
If you're listening and you have any funny DMs, please comment so that we can read them out.
I feel like now my DMs are so quiet. It's just people like laughing at the memes.
Yeah, that's because you don't post anything.
Your memes are so good.
You just only post memes. Post a selfie now and then, you might get a DM.
Yeah, that's all you need.
Interesting strategy.
Fucking, they don't even know that it's you anymore. They think it's a meme page. Change your name to Dank Jenny Memes or something.
That's a good idea.
You're a good idea.
That's true.
Ooh, love that.
Should we move to the...
But I think while we do the news, Kamile needs to join us with wearing sunglasses.
No, I don't want to. Why do I have to do something that
Join us.
Join us. Join us. Join us. Join us. Join us. Join us.
You'll have to cut this because I do not wear sunglasses.
I won't cut it.
I do not
unless you say something really offensive again, then I'll have to cut it.
You do the opposite. When I say something controversial, you go, money.
That's a perfect reel.
Yeah. You go, money.
I give up. All right, should we do news, Genevieve? What's happening in this world?
Welcome to the news section.
Welcome to the news.
So last weekend...
Can we play the BBC News theme tune? No, that's the McDonald's theme tune.
There's no news theme. You'll have to do that in post, my friend.
All right, fine.
I'm still looking for...
Can you use other like stuff like that?
Yeah, I can put...
Can we make it parody? Then they'll let us get away with it.
I don't remember what this one
Don't just press any random button. Oh, okay. What was it? What is it?
Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, so last weekend there was the WDSF Breaking for Gold happening in Japan.
Yes.
Sick.
Arigato gozaimasu.
Arigato gozaimasu. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
You said it very interesting. Okay.
I said it Japanese.
Arigato gozaimasu.
Arigato gozaimasu.
She's about to go to Asia.
Yeah.
So
Asian guys, slide in them DMs.
Oh yeah, she needs a tour guide.
Yeah.
I will let
And
you
the place
I
to
heard
stay.
you're coming to Japan. Maybe let me show you around. I'll take you for coffee and maybe some drinks.
For matcha.
For what?
For matcha.
What's matcha?
It's green tea.
Oh.
Japanese green tea.
Love that. Yes.
Is that what that is?
That is what that
Is
is.
matcha green tea
Do
in
they
Japanese?
consider it as green tea?
I mean, it's a type of green tea.
Like, okay, so if I was in Japan and asked for green tea, I wouldn't be given matcha.
I don't know if you would be given matcha, but if you ask for matcha, then
I know what your point is. You're stupid. Okay, so
I don't know if matcha means green, but it's a type of green tea. That's
back to the news. Back to the news. So WDSF in Japan, Breaking for Gold World Series. Hit it.
Yeah, so it was the first of the year.
Yes, it was.
Okay.
The year being 2023.
That is the year, correct?
Yeah. And in the final ranking, Karam came in 7th in the world.
So this is not the ranking of this event. This is the world ranking following this event. So this is now like with everything added up, where everyone is following that.
Yeah, and then Sunny is 13th.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sheku is 47th.
Yes.
Emma is 25th.
Say what?
What? Roxy is 37th.
Yeah.
And then is Steph representing the UK?
No,
Ukraine.
Stephanie is representing Ukraine. So where's she at?
32nd.
Oh yeah.
And where's Ness?
Vanessa is 7th.
Representing Portugal.
Wow.
Portugal.
Portuguese.
Yeah, so I mean, I tried to read through the rules to like make sense of the ranking and what it means. But I think the biggest impact that it has is like it impacts the seating.
Well, yes and no. Like, there's a bigger impact now, but I still have to. Rob sent me a voice note about it, and I listened to it, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna need more time than this to understand this. But basically, there's a whole series of things. So there's like the way that you are in the rankings determine like who can go to which things, and then but it's like once you go to that thing, there's also another thing that you could go to if you're not in that thing, but even if you're in that thing, you could go to that thing but only in the top 2, but the top 4 from that go to this thing, and then that thing qualifies you for that. It's very like there's so many different stages throughout the year.
It's hard to wrap your head around, but I guess the whole point.
The Kingdom League rules were too confusing.
Well, I think that was more about the marketing, all right.
But
first of all,
that to say that's gonna have an impact on like the actual Olympics. So I think it's
this is now we're getting into the qualification for the Olympics
because it's coming quick. 2024 is like tomorrow, and I just wanted to share a fun fact as well that Spin was one of the judges.
Yes,
he was.
So he was the only UK judge. And I feel like I had another fun fact to share.
Oh, I actually thought when you said fun, I thought,
like
funny.
Fun.
Oh no,
Wales.
like just
a fact.
Just a fact.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, why are fun facts called that? Because they're not always funny.
Because they're supposed to be fun.
In French, it's called like diverse fact, like random.
Oh, well, that was more accurate.
Yeah. But the next event is scheduled for the 14th and 15th of April in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil.
Nice. When's the Morocco one? Isn't there a Morocco one?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, there's definitely a Morocco one. I just forgot.
I'm sorry, Stephanie, because that means she's judging our event those dates. Or does that mean she's going to pull out?
No, I think she's pulling out.
She's definitely going to pull out.
She's pulling out because she already posted
Which event?
saying that she's going.
Kieran found out live on air and needs to replace his judge.
No shade.
Oh, great.
Which one? The West Country
you're
Clash?
a breaker now. Can you fill in, please?
Someone at work calls
West
me a
Country?
breaker.
Yeah.
Sick.
Because you
Someone
dance
goes-
on such smooth melodies.
Female version of the twins.
Yeah. So I think that was it for breaking the judges. And yeah, I mean, if you want more information or you want to keep up to date with the dates and stuff, you can go on breakingforgold.com. And they have kind of all the rule books if ever you're interested in that. But it is 107 pages document.
Yeah, no, thank
are
you.
all the
Skip.
judges on there? Like, are there any other UK judges except like Spin and Kev?
I don't know who's on the like. There's probably more qualified judges that are on the roster, but I just looked at who were the judges for
that event. Yeah, but I don't think they have a public pool of judges. I think they have their own pool of judges that are qualified, but I don't think they've publicized it.
Yeah, but they had someone from the US, Korea, New Zealand, Canada, China, Portugal.
Yeah, I think they try and do as many countries
France,
as possible and
and like a mix of gender as well.
Fair.
Okay, and then moving on to the next news, unless there's another point about the Olympics. So next news is that Red Bull announced the dates for Dance Your Style
2023.
So Dance Your Style, do you want to give a little rundown of what it is?
Yeah, so for anyone that's listening to this that doesn't know what Dance Your Style is, I'd be surprised. Well, maybe there's a few, you never know. Dance Your Style is an event that Red Bull run every year. They have 2 events per year. One is Dance Your Style and one is BC1. BC1 is for the breakers. Dance Your Style is supposedly for the top stylers. So actually a little known fact is that you can't enter if you're a breaker. You're not allowed to enter. You can only enter if you do top styles. How you police such things, I'm not sure, but that's a job for Red Bull. And they do, it's basically like you dance to popular music. And there's the UK qualifier. Sorry, there's qualifiers for the UK qualifier. So there's these dates that have been released. So there's one in Manchester, Birmingham, and Glasgow. Then they have a London qualifier. Then they have the London finals, and the winner of the London finals goes to the World Finals, and then they do a bunch of shit there.
Where's the World Finals this year?
I don't know that we know yet.
Okay.
Yeah,
Last year it was South Africa, and Kane went, and so did J Funk
and Kieran
and Kieran Lay.
Like, basically the winners of the past 3 years.
3 years, because of COVID messed everything up, so they sent everyone. So this year it will just be one person that goes. They will announce wild cards as well at some point in the coming months. So there'll be 8 wild cards who are basically guest battlers.
Should we do speculations?
Wait, it's the wild cards
Yes.
you're talking about for final or for London?
London
UK.
finals. Well, they probably have wild cards for the
Can
world
you enter
finals.
in London, or is that only the winners of the
No,
other
and-
three?
No, so there's a qualifier and a. So there's 4 qualifiers. The first one is in Manchester next Friday, so it's very soon. So register as soon as you can and get to the Manchester one. Also, because it's the first one, there may be less people there, which means higher chance of winning. So sign up. Then after that is the 25th of March. That's the Glasgow one. It's the same date as Groovanometry, the first day.
Oopsies.
So pick which one you want to qualify for. But then also, if you're Glasgow based, maybe qualify for your one. But then you could also fly straight to Groovanometry for the second day. And then after that, 1st of April is Birmingham. Then 20th of May is the London qualifier. So on the Saturday they have a London qualifier, and then on the Sunday is the UK finals. It just happens to be in London. So
Cool.
everyone across those 4 will be in that. And plus I think 8 wild cards. Well, that's usually the way it goes. There's 8 wild cards who are 8 guests. Should we speculate? Yes. I have a feeling.
Gaz.
Well, this is all speculation. First of all, disclaimer. Look at the disclaimer at the beginning of the video, but also this is all a disclaimer. We have no inside information.
Is break mission happening? Because that's usually that time of year, isn't it?
I haven't heard anything. It might be.
I'm just wondering, like, because before
What
I
are the
speculate,
clashes?
I'm thinking what dancers are going to prioritize styled events rather than mixed.
Well, what are we're speculating on the wild cards.
Yeah. Well, I said already Gary, I think.
You think Gary? Because my
Yeah, he
question
could
is,
be
the
there.
people that have been invited as wild cards in previous 2 years are probably not going to be invited
No,
again.
True.
I would
don't think
assume. So who does that rule out? Gary was invited 2 years ago. The
Was
one that-
he?
Yeah, the one that J Funk won. He was a guest.
Say what? Ah.
And then he
okay.
wasn't invited this.
Was Harry ever invited?
Harry was invited the first one. So,
So
What
he could
happens
get
to
invited again.
dancers like Titan? Because for me, he's a bit like Kofi. Like he's a breaker who's also strong at hip hop.
Yeah.
If he dances hip hop, then he can.
yeah, they'd have to invite him, but just you tell him you
he'd-
can't just do straight
yeah.
breaking. But again, how you police that, I don't know.
Because like
Because what's the difference between floor work and breaking if you're not doing it to the music? You know what I
someone
mean?
like Titan is fire, and if
He'd
they've
be a
already
great one.
used Gaz and Kane, then using him would be,
UPG wise, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he'd be great for that. Good performance, cool style. Yeah. Who else? Rory could be a good shout. He's also touring with Black Dog at the moment. So whether he's free or not is another thing. But yeah, Rory would be a very good shout.
I feel like I could have the dates completely wrong, but I feel like they're in like Singapore or something
Okay.
that time of year. Like he's going somewhere far.
Okay. So
Okay.
not him. Chandini.
Maybe. I don't know how much she'd be like known as a street, because she does lock
Street
in,
battle,
but mostly does like experimental and
But
contemporary
maybe
stuff.
that's
Yeah,
good.
but that's what they did. That's what they did last year. Last year they invited a lot of different styles.
True. She'd be a
is
good
there
shout.
any matter about where you're from and that sort of, like with KOD? It was like, had to be
No, I
from-
think you
No.
can be from anywhere.
I
Yeah.
mean, Lucia would be a good shot. Was she invited last
She
year?
was
was
invited,
invited.
the one J Funk.
And she's invited to Groovanometry. So
Yeah, she's invited. But that means she only needs to be there for the Sunday. And anyway, that's the Glasgow qualifiers on the Saturday. So if she's wild card.
Come
Doesn't
on,
matter.
get the dates straight.
So Lucia could, because she's, Lucia, if you're listening, because she's invited to Groovanometry as one of the
Aye,
guest
aye.
battlers, she could do the Glasgow qualifier on the Saturday and then go to Groovanometry for the Sunday and do both.
she could.
I think they're gonna. It might be a coincidence, but like they're not wanting to clash with events with set styles where the dancers might be like, "Oh, actually, I want to go to this." So like, think more about Vogue, Crump.
Yeah.
True.
Afro.
Oh yeah, last time they had 2 or 3 Afro dancers, I think.
They have different dancers.
They had
Vogue,
3, I think.
Maybe
Crump.
Celine.
Celine.
Yeah. They had, who did they have last year? They had a Vogue, I forget the name.
Yara.
Yara from House of Revlon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. It could really be anyone. It really depends.
Could be anyone.
Could be anyone. We could do this all day.
My mum.
We could do this all day. Your mum,
My dog.
Yeah.
is
Who knows?
she a sick dancer?
Yeah.
Dope.
Okay.
Yeah, so definitely guys check those out. The capsule post is there and it has all the details in case you need them. Also, if you want to register, which I strongly recommend you do, go on the Red Bull UK Instagram and it's in the link in their bio, but it's on the Red Bull website to register for each of the qualifiers.
Do it.
Do it. It's a fun event. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be there. I'll freaking be there, guys.
Oh my God.
So that's one draw. But also it's a super fun event and yeah, all that sort of stuff. And also going to wherever in the world you want to, wherever the world finals is a good prize.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
True that. Okay. Next
Yep.
announcement. So this week the nominations for the Olivier Awards
Yeah.
was revealed.
The
So
Olive Awards, Olive Oil Awards, the Olive Branch Awards.
Yes.
Yeah.
So for anyone who's not familiar with Olivier Awards,
Get out of here, Firehouse, he's saying. As if Dixon's piece was done under the Firehouse name. Get lost. You're not claiming that one. Also, you do hip hop. Go away. You're not part of Firehouse anymore.
wow. So Olivier Awards is a really well-known award ceremony in the UK that basically is like mostly about theater.
Yeah.
But theater, musical, and I think there's like 2 dance awards in there.
Okay. What are the dance awards? Do we know?
So there's one award that's Best New Dance Production.
Mm-hmm.
And that Trap Lord is nominated for,
Ivan Blackstock's Trap Lord, which was
Exactly.
at 180 The Strand for a bit
Month.
of a run. It was a month?
I thought so.
Yeah, around a month last. When was that? Not last year?
Yeah, it was about a year
last
ago.
winter.
Yeah, we reviewed it. So you can check out our review on the capsule because we review everything,
Yeah.
even if we weren't asked to.
So major congrats to
Yeah,
Ivan.
shout out to Ivan
Yeah.
for that.
It's a
So he was
huge
nominated for which one?
New, Best New Dance Production.
Best New Dance Production. Sick. Alongside any other ones that we know or...
Crystal Pipe,
Ooh.
Light of Passage.
Okay, I haven't seen that. Is that the one that's at Sadler's? Aren't we supposed to go see that?
No, the one at Sadler's is a different one, but Light of Passage was at the Royal Opera House.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
And Crystal Pie... I always say this like as if I know all the choreographers and then Crystal Pie just happens to be my favorite. She's like one of the only choreographers I've seen her work from that world. But I love her work for what I've seen.
But she's like a
Also, I've seen 2 pieces. It's not that much.
no, but everything I've seen of hers was like blew my mind.
Yeah.
And then Passionaria from La Veronale, which I don't know who that is. And then Triptych by Peeping Tom.
Okay. I don't know any of these people. Do you know any of them?
I've heard about Peeping Tom, but I've never seen their work.
Sounds
Well,
like
shout
an
out-
unfortunate name for a company.
Yeah. Shout out to Ivan for that nomination.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
fucking
huge
sick.
achievement.
Yes, and we love to see
Yeah.
people getting recognized for their work.
Celebrated.
Yeah, and celebrated, especially in that world.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Bless you.
bless you.
Are you
Bless
alright?
you.
I'm good.
Okay, cool.
In the category of outstanding achievement in dance,
Ooh.
Dixon is nominated for his choreography of Anawate,
Let's go.
which is his solo piece.
And no, it's not a Firehouse production. It's not. Is Firehouse written anywhere on there?
yes.
No, it's written Dixon by himself. Not anything to do with Kieran. Kieran didn't help. Nothing. Dixon did it all.
Did you come see it?
Nah, but
I didn't even see it.
I
Put
went-
your F and threw it in the bin.
I went to his yesterday. Does that count?
And what did you do?
He cooked me dinner,
Yeah, and then
we put his son to sleep.
Together.
So basically,
Yeah.
you disrupted his evening with his child and ate his food.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he's out here choreographing. He's winning awards for being nominated awards. Inspired him to do what?
I needed to put him under pressure to get that creative juice flowing. And
I love the way
All
you're
right.
keeping up. I'll give you points for keeping up. This is good.
Okay, and then also in that
But wait, let's shout out Dixon and
Yeah,
talk about
shout
Enwate a
out.
little bit, seeing as you know so much about it.
well, I mean, I already spoke about Anawate on the podcast.
Yeah, but there might be
Before
new
we
listeners. We have new listeners every week. The numbers are just rising and rising and rising.
Well, it's a 1 hour solo.
Yeah.
which he performed at Sadler's last October.
Sick.
And it's actually like, I mean, I was like associate producer on it, but
subtle flex.
Name
subtle
drop.
flex.
Name
Subtle
drop.
flex.
No, but it's actually a really amazing piece. Like he did a really incredible job, like, and performing and choreographing.
And what makes him like nominate? Why are they nominating him for outstanding achievement? Is just like the achievement is your choreography is dope.
Yeah, well,
or is there something that?
Because interestingly enough, in that category, it's like, you know, there's one other person that's nominated for their choreography, but there's one person who's nominated for dramaturgy in a dance piece.
Okay.
And then there's another person, which I was going to mention as well, is Katrina Nisbet, who's
I know that name.
nominated for her performance in Family Honor by Spoken Movement. So she's nominated for her performance. So
and he's nominated for choreography. Someone else nominated for
so
dramaturgy.
I think outstanding achievement is like, because I think it's mainly a theater award. You know, there's not like kind of best choreography.
So it's not like, it's like a saying with the actress. So it could be like best leading performance or this type of, or best like perform. It's not like, it's like you did the best job, whether it's choreography, whether it's dramaturgy.
Yeah, it's like
whether
achievement in the dance sector, because there's like
achievement is a weird word, but I get what it means. Yeah.
There's like 2 awards that are really like dance industry, and then there's so congrats to Dixon.
Yeah, big shout out to Dixon. That's dope.
And then there's also nominations for Zunation.
Oh yeah, there is.
For
well, it's not Zunation, it's Kate Prince.
I mean,
what's the nomination? What does it say?
So there's one that's, I think, best new musical for Sylvia.
Right.
So I mean, it's Sylvia that's nominated, but that's the name of the piece. But I'm pretty sure it's produced by Zunation.
Interesting.
Best weight.
This is the best weight I've ever had.
Best theater choreographer.
And
Kate Prince for Sylvia.
Okay.
And then it's also, they have a nomination for the best actress in a musical, I think. Or
has Carrie Ann been nominated for any of that best theater choreographer stuff? She should be up there.
In the past, maybe. I think she might have been nominated in the past for 6.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's been,
but not this year, because I mean,
killing the game.
Now this is like for pieces that were on in the last year.
Oh, okay. Know? But okay, fair.
But she might have been nominated in the past. But yeah, so congrats to Zunation, Kate Prince as well. I've heard actually amazing things about Sylvia.
I have heard nothing, but that's dope. And the awards thing are interesting because it's like, obviously the Olivier Awards are huge, and Kenrick like was the one that first made me hear about Olivier Awards because Kenrick won one. Or Boy
Did
Blue.
he?
Yeah, Boy Blue have an Olivier Award since ages ago.
For what? Black, White, Grey?
No, since before that, I think.
Oh.
But what was I going to say? Obviously, we've got the Dance Awards now, and then there's the ones that Base are doing, the British Movement Awards. But it's just, I think we talked about this ages ago, but like what makes you care about an award? Like, it's such a social thing that it's like when everybody starts caring about it, you care about it. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I feel like there's some ones, like the newer ones, when they come out, it's like starting an award from the beginning. Let's say with the British Movement Awards, I think it's only like the second one or whatever. But I guess it's about the body that are putting them on, if you care about their recognition. And then B also is like, if all your friends and everyone in the industry starts caring, or if people start like putting that on their credits, or
it's almost like the kid comps, like the best blah blah in the world under blah blah, and it's like, what, from who, from what competition?
Yeah, because you're like, oh, UK champion, and then it's like, okay, UK champion in which competition? You mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I guess but these things is like, I guess in terms of starting an award, it's something that's really difficult to do, to like, for it to gain the credibility, for it to actually mean something. But yeah, I mean, otherwise it's like, in a sense, but I think, you know, the thing when you think about it is like, it really makes a difference.
Started the same sentence 4 times. Yeah, go on.
I'm like thinking as I'm talking.
Yeah.
But it really makes such a big difference if you think about it, of like, you know, I mean, obviously Botis and Far From the Norm like are doing amazing work, but even when they weren't really like when they had just done the first 20 minutes of Black Dog, and like that won an Olivier, like I'm sure that it helped in getting more support internationally.
But because
of
those
the
awards are big.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like if they had won like a different award,
Exactly.
it might not have done the same.
But it's interesting to think about how do you gain that credibility as an award?
Yeah. I think it's just time. And also it's your organization. The more like big your organization gets, the more like...
But it's so interesting because also it's so anonymous. Because like
who
the
picks?
Olivier, like it or the Oscars even or whatever.
Oh, it's a panel of people. Isn't it?
I know, but it's a panel. But meaning like we just all believe that these people, but we actually don't know who they are. And
you don't know how credible they are.
Also, I think
it's me and Luke who do the Oscars.
Yeah, I think the dance awards have something where it's like the audience gets to vote, and then also there's all of the nominees vote for.
Yeah, but that's
other.
still like you can have friends voting for you.
But it's still like we blindly kind of accept like if it's nominated at the Oscars, then it must be the best.
Yeah. I got nominated for a BMA.
For what?
British Movement Award.
Did you?
Yeah.
Congrats.
Thanks.
Like
definitely not gonna
if
win.
the prize was something crazy, like I don't know if I feel like it's just the award, right?
Yeah, I don't think
if it was
prize
attached
money
to like money or something, like I feel like maybe there'd be more care in it, but it's just like it's
just
sick way
a
of giving
recognition.
and like it's nice.
Yeah.
And for people that don't know it, and you can say like, oh, my work got this thing, and it's kind of a big deal in this world.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll start an award at some point. It seems like it makes the most sense.
You started reviewing events and giving capsules.
Yeah, we did that one episode.
Yeah, we haven't really reviewed many other things. We did it with we've done it with two now. Abe did his, and then we did the Back to the Lab one, which Sophia.
No, I feel like you were gonna do the Back to the Lab one.
Oh no, we didn't give it.
Like,
because they're working
pieces.
Yeah. See, we're being nice.
Pussies.
Yeah, we'll start with the. Whoa. We'll start with the Kingdoms League. Maybe we can give some capsules on that. No, let's finish the news first before we.
And then in the other section is just announcing events, but I guess I started that with Red Bull, but there's an AIM event coming up. Kamile, maybe you want to
say what?
Yeah.
Tell us what's happening, when it's happening,
where
it's happening.
we have to correct a mistake. Were you informed about this?
Yes, the link up battle.
It's not, because Sean said it was the
AIM Connective.
It's not the
but that was the week that was called when we did our R&D in East London last year. But the battle is called the Link Up Battle. 1 versus 1 hip hop, 1 versus 1 popping. Judges to be confirmed soon. Prizes to be confirmed soon. So stay tuned. And it's in UEL in Stratford. So Central Line, Elizabeth Line. Many lines.
University of East London, for those who don't know what UEL means.
Thank you. Yeah, and it's happening on the 18th of March. And then we're planning to do workshops as well on Sunday.
Sick.
So yeah, so make sure you're there on time, because I'm there.
On time.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to be there
on time.
Oh yeah, well there you have it. If you want footage, come have it.
Yeah, because I'll tell you one thing that was happening after the Kingdoms League final. The fucking socials were popping off. The fucking quality was blowing. Every time I opened my Instagram, I was like, "Whoa, oh, shit, my eyes!" And then I was like, "Oh no, it's only my 4K footage." Sorry, I almost panicked for a second. It was like I put it on, and then someone across the street stopped, and they were like, "Hey, how come I can see that video perfectly from across the street?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's just I'm really good at filming. That's all." So that's what happened after the Kingdoms League finale. You're welcome. Anyway, what else?
Everyone's welcome.
Do people have to register ahead of time or what?
No, they don't have to register.
No, I know.
It's okay, keep talking.
You don't have to register. Sorry.
You don't have to register. So you buy your ticket and then you register on the day. So that's why it's important to be there on time.
And if we've learned anything from last weekend, it's to
get your tickets.
It's to buy your ticket, but we're going to come to that.
Yeah,
buy your tickets early.
But yeah, so you don't need to send us anything or ask us for anything. You buy a ticket.
She's like, stay out of my DMs.
Stay out. Yeah, and then you just do it on the day.
Okay.
Cool. So one versus 1 hip hop, 1 versus 1 popping, and obviously, Kieran, you can take away from Kingdoms. By the way, I say Kingsdom
League. Yeah,
I say
perfect.
Kingsdom League.
We're gonna come on to Kingdoms League and last weekend, so let's hold that for.
Yeah.
Ben.
Okay, Dad.
You're welcome.
Okay.
You're welcome. Why did I say that? Thank you. You're welcome. What?
What? I feel like there's some weird energy happening now.
Thank you, Dad. You're welcome.
Yeah. Okay. Groovanometry 25th, 26th
Yeah,
of March.
we've spoken about that, but definitely check it out. I'm going to do my utmost to be there.
And then,
do you know it's utmost and not upmost?
No, I didn't. And I
like it's not
don't think I cared.
UPMOST. It's not upmost. It's utmost. The word.
not up your most.
No,
your most.
I'm going to do my utmost.
Okay.
Maybe it's just okay.
That's weird, huh?
Well,
it should be upmost.
It is.
Yeah.
Do your utmost.
I'm going to do my utmost. I may or may not be traveling from Glasgow with Lucia to thingy, but let's see.
Okay. Same but different battle.
Yes, I'm also going to be.
Oh, days. I thought I was waiting for something. It's a name.
Yeah.
Oh.
Same but different.
Same but different. I feel like there's going to be a concept behind that, or
I spoke to Farah, the organizer. It's going to be exhibition battles. There's going to be, I think, 8 dancers, so 4 exhibition battles. The concept itself is, I guess, still being worked out. There's going to be little like maybe Q&As and stuff. The idea, I think, is more for it to be kind of like for people that maybe don't know loads about the battle scene to have like a nice friendly environment for them to kind of see some of it, get a little taster of it, but for it to maybe not be as like a fully fledged heavy battle event like some of the other ones, and just more of a nice environment. But I'll be there.
Nice.
I think I'm going to be doing some filming. So
it's going to be the same but different.
Yeah.
Cool. So follow the capsule.
I mean, as always,
If you want to learn more.
for anything, if you want to know how to make a sandwich, follow the capsule. It won't help you make a sandwich.
Are you one of those Indian dudes that can make like a swimming pool in the jungle?
Yeah,
I wish.
I actually do that all the time. That's what I do when I'm not here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I only use like 2 sticks.
Wow.
And I just make time lapses in the jungle. That's kind of me.
Time
And
lapses.
I only ever wear Speedos.
Beautiful.
No.
Do you know they don't sell like swimming trunks in India? Like you know the shorts, swimming shorts. They only sell
Refuse
Speedos.
to believe.
Yeah, that's why you never see Indian guys in anything but Speedos. Continue.
Last announcement. Breaking Convention just released some
Let's
of their
go.
lineup for this year's festival happening on the 29th and 30th of April at Sadler's Wells.
Listen, Breaking Convention, if you're listening, I can only come on the Saturday night, not the Sunday. So if you could do me a favor and just understand all the people that I want to see and put them all on the Saturday night, that would be great. Now, obviously, I want to see everyone, but just, you know, the people that I really, really want to see, stick them all on the Saturday night. You know, come on, just get in be telepathic. That would be really helpful.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm ready. All right, let's go one by one. Line up.
B-Boy Samuka from Brazil.
I don't know
yeah.
who that is. Do you?
What? No, but just
Oh.
Yay.
Yay.
Whoa.
No, I'm being honest. I don't know who.
Boy Blue, UK.
Ooh.
I'm not sure who they are.
Oi.
Yeah, I do.
Far from the norm, UK.
Let's
Uh-huh.
go.
Oi.
They did it last year as well, no?
Did they?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And what are they going to do?
Like a snippet or something new.
I don't know.
We'll see.
TBC.
Speculations.
Ghetto Funk Collective.
Yes, we know them.
Excellent.
However, I must be honest, controversial opinion, they performed at B-Boy Champs, didn't love the performance.
Why?
It was mostly freestyle.
Okay.
Like it was basically a structured freestyle. And I think because they're so amazing at freestyle and they all battle really well, it would be lovely to see them really push the performance element.
And like the choreography.
yeah, and because
Well,
they
make
could
sure you
make some
send a
really
message.
sick. I'm doing it now.
DMs.
That's quite interesting that you've got that sort of idea of them because they did that, because you never know what they got asked to do.
100%. Yeah, they got asked to do it.
Booked to do that, or it was like, we've only got budget for this. You don't need to make anything. Maybe
100%.
But it's crazy that then the audience take that as like,
That's the thing.
Maybe I won't want to watch them again.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. It's like this is what you have to consider, and this is I've been in this situation before where it's like you're getting paid. Let's say, for example, it's that you're getting paid a certain amount, and you're like, right, they only have this much, so we're gonna do like a structured freestyle or whatever, or we're gonna do it in this way because they've maybe only told us last minute. But like, let's say you get booked like 2 days before and you're like, all right, well, we can do this, but we can't do a full performance. And the organization go, yeah, that's fine. But you have to also understand there's a room full of people that are going to watch. And it's like, are they going to get why we're doing this? And like for B-Boy Champs, it was like, it's such a big stage. And like Plague have done it flawless maybe. Or like there's been a lot of performances. So then when they came out, I was already primed to expect that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is really interesting because I didn't think it was bad. I just didn't love that. Like obviously they're amazing dancers, so just that I was like, this is just very freestyle. Someone goes freestyle, and I'm like, I've seen you all freestyle. I want to see what this comes together as, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm sure Breaking Convention is kind of one of those ones where you don't Just freestyle on stage. Yeah.
Gully South Block.
Yeah.
That's good because I'll tell you something about Gully South Block.
Tell me something.
They're sick, first of all. They're really good at like crump and the styles that they do. And I think they're one of my most favorite current like younger generation groups in general, but also like crump wise. The shows that they do, anytime I've seen them do even like a video or like a show or a little short performance, their like performance stuff is fucking strong, man. Like,
I think I've seen them. Delight.
Oh, no? Dancers Delight, yeah. I think they were at there? Dylan's thing as well.
I wasn't there.
Yeah, they're probably at Dancers Delight.
Yeah, then
but they know how to put on a show, and especially like the ones, let's say like Dancers Delight, where you're not really given a shitload of like lighting options. Like with Breakin Convention, where you can really go in on that stuff. You have time to prepare. You've got maybe costume. I'm looking forward to seeing them.
Sick.
Yeah. Let's go Gully South Block.
Yeah.
And then we have Justin the Jager.
Justin the Jager.
Oh, that was the guy that you got like super excited about.
No, I didn't get. So I got a normal level of excitement. No, I'm not even that excited.
You made me sad that I didn't see it.
You had a raging B word.
We're gonna try and get him on the pod. Shout out to Justin. We spoke about it on the episode where we reviewed Back to the Lab, but he does a lot of like threading and
oh wow, that's your stuff.
This stuff, but like just where
you wet.
He's flexible, so he's better than us.
Okay.
Yeah. He's gonna do a performance with 3 dancers, and I don't know much
in
else.
it. I remember that.
Oh,
I think he's not gonna be in it, but we hopefully talk to him more about it on the pod if he can get on it.
Then we have La Diva aux pieds nus.
I don't know who that is. Do you?
From France, which just means the barefoot diva.
Okay.
That don't know who
which
that
is me.
Anything.
Which is me sometimes in the house.
Yep. Which is me all the time in the house. No, I don't like to be barefoot.
Okay. Well.
Okay. Lauren Scott.
Let's go, Lauren, and she's doing a solo. I know that much.
Sick.
I'll tell you something. If you've never been on the Saddlers stage,
it's a big stage.
It's a big stage.
It's a big boy stage.
And that's I'm sure. I mean, Lauren did BBC Young Dancer, so she'd been in front of a lot of people before. However, that was on TV, and the audience wasn't that big because we went. But like I don't know what she's doing for it or anything, but I'm looking forward to seeing what she does. And I think that's dope. I think this is a great progression for her.
Yeah. And then we have Les Twins, Rubik's, and Laura Nala from Criminals Crew.
This is an interesting one.
You have an opinion about it. Tell us.
You know what? I'll tell you what. I'm not always a flipping contrarian, like with the Paris Goebel thing. I think if I'm going to see the Twins anywhere, it's on a stage like this. That's like watching them battle. I don't love watching them battle, but I think performance-wise, I told this story before about seeing them at the Beyonce concert, and I was really impressed. But I think if I'm going to see them anywhere, it's in like a theatrical performance, like sit-down performance where I can just sit back and watch them, and we're not judging who won or lost or whatever. And there's no style that they're supposed to be doing, which hints at my issue. But but like, I'm interested to see this, and I think, Laura is one of my favorite dancers.
Yeah, she was
ever.
Awesome.
She was one of the first people I was watching at the beginning. She's like the youngest OG ever. And Rubik's as well, like great performer. So I'm interested, like, because I've seen the Twins at Breakin Convention before. Was okay. It was decent. It wasn't like, didn't blow my mind. They also performed about 20 minutes of their own music, which I didn't really want to hear. But this one, I'm interested to see what they do with the 4 of them.
Yeah, I can't imagine them in a routine together.
Yeah,
like whether it's more like less about them all doing something in sync. Or
if it's more of a,
especially at Laura, she dances quite different to the
but you're interested to see what they put together and how, because obviously when those two work together, the Twins, it's like they have a certain thing that they do, but then expanding that to 4 people, it's like they're gonna need to bring something else. They can't just make Laura do like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
or maybe they can.
Or maybe they can.
We'll see.
Either way, I think it'll be interesting to see how they approach this and whether
it's quite interesting that like individually putting the Twins as like one. Yeah. Like they're all exciting dancers, but then like it's funny, they're all from the same crew and now they're doing something together. We're like, oh, how would that work? Whereas usually dancers in a crew, we're like, oh, the whole crew's going off sick. So
that's true. That's true. But also like a lot of them are very separate in terms of how we see them.
Yeah, because I think are they still criminals?
I think they are, but in terms of like how it's like, when was the last time you saw Laura battle with someone
that's what I
from
mean.
the criminals, or
that's what I mean.
Rubik's even.
They don't even tell, like, you wouldn't even say that Laura from Criminals or Rubik's from Criminals.
Yeah, that's true. But
we just know them as that. Yeah.
Yeah. Who else we got?
We have a mover from South Korea.
Okay. Do you reckon he stands still?
And then we have your favorite.
Go on.
Your favorite.
We already said Justin, and we already said who else?
Max.
I was just gonna say Silk. Oh, why did I just say it?
Oh, that's nice.
Shout out to Silk. You better heal that arm quick, boy.
Yeah.
He's injured.
Yeah. I don't know why. I just saw him in a cast on his Insta story, but
I think maybe because they've been like touring the world nonstop for a year.
yeah. So many times you can. What is he playing? A giraffe?
No.
Why you laugh at that? It's a fucking Jungle Book.
monkey.
Why couldn't he be playing a giraffe?
He's playing the mean monkey.
Yeah. So why couldn't he be playing a giraffe?
That-
What's funny about that?
Well, I've not seen the production, but I don't remember a giraffe being in.
Exactly.
Jungle Book. Do they even live in jungles?
No, they don't actually.
Yeah.
That's why. See, that's a legitimate reason why not. She couldn't give me one. Racist.
See, that's the sick thing. Like Lauren and Max, like I loved that they're
Yeah.
out doing their thing.
Yeah.
Yet they can still come to the battle circuit and smash it. Like,
Let's go.
yeah, it's not many people.
Let's
can
have
do
it.
that.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see what Max does as well. He's another good performer. So
Yeah. And speaking of Max, your favorite person in the world, he's also performing. Speaking of Jungle Book is going to be at Sadler's in April. I think they have a 10-day run. I think it's around the 11th.
I'll go see it. Should we go see it?
April. Yeah.
In April?
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
at a jam festival, buddy.
Not for the whole of April.
Well,
Or 1 week.
Date she
11,
just said.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It's like on for 10 days.
I could do 16. Come to the Jam Festival, by the way, guys.
Oh, yeah. Maybe we should announce that. How about that?
Well, if you were a listener of the capture, it's been announced. I'm checking.
Oh, okay.
You're all right.
Have we? I try not to. Jam Festival. Tell us about it.
Oh, I hate this stuff.
Why should we come?
I prefer talking like, haha.
You prefer me to advertise your events for
Yeah.
you. How about that? How about that?
You'll get it.
All right. Shall I lead the charge then?
Yeah.
All right, Jam Festival. For those that don't know, it's one of our only camps that are centered around hip hop and battle styles, I would say. There's a lot of camps like HDI and stuff which focus a little bit more on the commercial side. You get the odd wild Frankie J that appears, but in general, it's more commercial and class side of things. Jam Festival is very battle, and not so much battle like you have to battle, but it's like battle styles and hip hop styles. So what styles do we have this year? We have
Poppin', hip hop, house, light feet, afro.
Crump.
Not crump this year.
Okay.
We're long story short, we've taken crump out to put more money towards international guests. We've got
Sick.
teachers coming internationally.
Who we got?
year. We got Nyako.
Let's go.
We got
The
Fiya
OG. Oh, sick.
and Kieran.
Sick also.
They're the internationals.
I
Then
like all of
Corey's teaching Afro.
Sick.
Yes, sir.
The Inda House family are there for New Kids on the Block.
Oh,
Yeah, so this is the other thing. So there's classes all day, every day for 4 days.
4 days.
Tuesday to Friday. What's the evening? And there's evening activities for the people that stay in Swindon.
And so then we do the end of the week is West Country Clash, the main battle event.
Yeah.
It's usually a busy one. The night before that, so it's usually quite busy because people come for the Friday night and Saturday because
Yes.
work things. So that's New Kids on the Block, which I love. The concept is the 2v2. One has to be over 18, one has to be under 18.
Sick.
Yeah.
It's dope because like the idea, you think like, oh, but the kids are gonna get smoked. It's never like that. The kids are always the ones that are like, I
Smoking.
get to dance with one of my favorites. Let's go ham, and it's sick. There's also the 7 to Smoke All Styles as part of New Kids on the Block, which
And-
somebody
One last year. 7 in a row.
7 in a row. Oh, I was.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't look so surprised.
She's
No,
like,
I thought-
she's like Luke on a battle. What's happening? Wait,
there was
what is
like-
it, 2007?
Three different parents like were running up to me to give me water bottles for him because they were like,
It
all
was
feeling
so
like, oh my
funny.
God.
I was dying.
Oh,
like
weird.
I almost died trying to do that because I didn't win 7 straight from the bat. Like I was like 4th or something. So I think Oh no, I did. When at my first round, I think I went straight 7 when so I won. I was like 4th in the line or something, and then I won 7 from there. But by the from 5 onwards.
Oh yeah.
And then it came to 7 and I was like
I give up.
I was battling Francesca, and to the extent that she was the last person, and I'm dancing, and as I get closer she's like, you got this, keep going. Because I was
out of breath,
dripping sweat, I'm trying to do my best rounds because I just need to win one more.
Yeah.
But that was super sweet.
That's
that was fun.
I think it's tougher as well because it's a all-style event, so you can't even prep knowing cool, yes, you can go to a popular event and it might not always be your thing, but at some point your stuff's going to come on.
Yeah.
Whereas in this, you had no idea.
Yeah, and it's especially if let's say a hip hop track comes on and it's very boom bappy, hip hoppy. It's I can't really, especially if I'm against someone like Kane or whatever, it's I can't really pop to it because he's going to smoke because he's in his element. So I've got to do hip hop, and that's more energy. And then it's something even if I'm popping, it's a house song comes on, that's more energy. It's whereas a slow robot-y song, so I could just take a breather.
It's computer loud.
Yeah. And I'm just but yeah, anyway.
And then
enough about me.
The night before that, I'm working backwards.
Yeah, so that's Friday. So Saturday we have the main event. Friday is the New Kids on the Block and the 7 to Smoke. Thursday
is Let There Be Light. So that's our it'll be the 2nd edition that we've done, and it's part of Light Fest. So the exciting part is it's New York rules.
Okay.
So generally, New York light feet battles aren't done as tournaments like most of our battles. Okay. So you're not gonna prelim and da 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 da. A lot of New York events you enter, or you sometimes you don't even get a chance to enter. It'll be matches are set up, kind of like boxing. So the event is announced a month ahead, and I know I'm gonna see you versus
that one that I filmed at.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's that. It's the second one.
Oh, that's the first one.
That was the first one.
Oh, sick. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So,
but that wasn't a knockout thing. Nobody won that.
That's what I mean. So that's what this event is.
So there's not a winner at all.
No.
Oh, okay.
Is it sort of exhibition?
Yeah, exhibition battles.
Exhibition-y, yeah. Some New York light feet battles, you'll see that they'll in the footage it'll be YouTube decides. So the host will be you can let us know who won in the comments. Sometimes there is an actual judge. It's a sort of So the idea was more because the other big thing in light feet is the tricks, hat tricks, shoe tricks. People who like to do tricks sometimes spend too much time on the setup, and then it's not always great in a 1 minute format. So
right. So the exhibition battle,
there's no time limits.
Sick.
You can go off.
We love that.
What's the 2 excitements for this one? I've not announced any of the battles happening yet. One of our internationals is gonna be battling from New York.
Keenan.
Yeah. I thought 40. I was like, damn.
Yeah. She doesn't listen to me.
I know she doesn't. She's too busy checking her DMs.
Keenan is gonna be battling.
I thought he's judged.
Should I say?
Yeah, say it.
It's up to you. It's your event.
So those who don't know Keenan is one of the light feet legends. His specialism is mixing a lot of animation into his stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, you'll see him at events like Jack of All Trades and other all-style kind of concept-y battles, but he's also just straight light feet he can get down to. And I thought it'd be a bit more interesting because I'm cussing us Europeans now, but I think he would kill anyone in Europe. So I thought I'd rather him do his specialism against someone. So we've got an animation theme going.
Ooh.
So he's going to be going round for round against Omni.
So it's not only light feet battles.
That's the only special one. The rest of them is just light feet, but for them, it's just
that's going to be good.
Go off, animate at each other, and
sick.
Yeah. Animate that ass.
Animate that ass. And then we have international crew who are coming through, and they want to do a crew battle. So there'll be a 4v4 crew battle. I'm not announcing that one. That can be
fine. Keep locked.
But yeah, so we don't get many crew battles in light feet this side of town anyway, because in Europe there's not many light feet crews. So yeah, it should be exciting.
It sounds exciting.
Fun.
Sounds.
And then is there something on the Wednesday or no?
Hopefully this.
What?
Capsule.
The capsule.
We have a lot to talk about still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's for after this.
We'll announce
episode. Maybe we'll live stream our planning and board a ship.
We are very behind on business meetings, and that's why this is happening. That's hilarious. What's happening on Wednesday? You fucking tell me. Cool. How long have we been going for so far?
An hour and 24 minutes and 35 seconds.
Woo, that was very accurate. All right. So that's the last announcement.
Yes.
Should we run over a quick little brief run through of what happened last weekend for those that did actually get their tickets? And we can maybe talk about the future of the Kingdoms League. And then we'll hit some audience questions because yet again, we have an influx of questions for our two guests. And Kamile tried to prepare for them. So if your answers are worse than hers.
PowerPoint
Yep. Have you prepared?
Yeah.
Just a couple where I needed to think.
Chia.
Oh my God. You're actually so proper.
Yeah.
So proper.
I tried
Like
to be.
she's an adult.
She's a proper popper.
Um,
We couldn't share this one.
Show me now. You have to show me.
Why? Are
Well,
people
that
like
must be
that?
him then, because he wears a hat.
Oh, we know he wears
And
a
now
hat.
you said that, he's gonna know what we're talking about.
But then
and
if
knows
he
you.
is
But does he listen to the
asking-
capsule? That's the question.
If he's asking, no, I'm just
Just to
roasting
feel
him for
better.
his own.
he wants to make sure
for
we
his
don't know
own.
it's him.
It's like we answer, we say something, it's like, phew. Okay. So you guys don't know what we're talking about, so it's fine. Love you all. No, I was pointing at you, talking to you. Kingdoms League,
Yes.
Inda Firehouse event,
Uh-huh.
popping in hip hop, first event of the 2023 Kingdoms League.
Yeah.
You came second place. How many points do you now have?
Actually, don't know.
How many points does she now have?
8.
8 points. Let's go.
Disgusting.
Did you go? Ugh.
Yeah, disgusting.
How many?
Zero
What are you going to
points.
do with all those points? Especially now you're leaving.
Get
Can I have
candy?
them?
I don't know.
Can you do like the arcade and you can, if you trade them in
Trade
early,
them
you can
in.
get little teddy bears and stuff or little
That'd be
plastic
sick.
rings.
So annoyingly, she judged last year, which is why we couldn't have her in the league. But like now,
Yeah, I
now
did,
she's in it. We're like, yeah, the excitement.
Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, well, I guess I'll have to collect them.
Yeah.
So I'll just keep on collecting.
Actually, as
If I
a
can.
participant, did you enter just because it's an event in London? Let me enter, or did you enter within mind of the league? Or
You'll be disappointed. I just entered.
no, I'm not disappointed. It's
Okay.
more out of interest.
Yep. No,
'Cause
I just
know there's
entered.
people who are like, I need to do this and after. Well, it wasn't the first event. It was actually probably the third event. There was people like, I've
start
worked
to
out
realise.
if blah blah needs to lose by the quarterfinal for me to
Yeah.
overtake
Oh, wow.
them, and I was like, whoa, people are like,
That is crazy.
Yeah,
no.
and I think it makes even more of a reason for you to want to go to the event. Like,
equally sorry to cut you off. That makes it more funny
Mm-hmm.
that you did so well because there's people who actually wanted point like. People have commented on the page like, I'm winning this year.
Oh my
and like
days.
and you've now got like second highest points of the year.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I don't know
and
how
they're,
that
like,
happened
wanting it.
anyways, but yeah.
When
No,
are you-
I just,
Oh,
it
yeah,
was
yeah.
just a battle that I wanted to do pretty much.
Nice.
if you withdraw from the league, can you then gift your points?
No, I can't.
What do you
That's
mean,
what
no, I
I'm saying.
can't?
I'll try to collect them.
Okay.
I'm not that far. Look, Lucia lives further than I do. Right?
Yeah.
Like her train is how
I mean,
many
if you go
hours?
to Lithuania, it's probably
her
the same.
flight is probably quicker.
Well, yeah, but she
40
barely
minutes.
ever flies.
And
Oh.
also it's like if you calculate the time you have to get to the airport.
Okay, guys. Thanks.
So how was the event?
No, so yeah, it was great. I really liked the venue. I have to say
Red
it
Bull.
works for dances really well. Of course, the capacity is another thing, but if you get your tickets on time, then you're good.
First dance event in a while that's sold out completely and everyone was panicking.
Yeah, because that never happens. Obviously, we're used to just getting our tickets on the day or the day before.
Yeah.
And to be honest, the system wasn't working. Like for me as well. So that was a bit tricky. But
Yeah.
anyways, the venue is really good. I think like it contains the energy really nicely.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. Judges, popping was Sonia, hip hop was Laura. I don't think that's how you say her name anyways. But
Laura, yeah.
in French, probably not.
Laura.
Laura. And there were 40 plus popping competitors and 70 plus hip hop competitors.
Let's go. Good turnout.
My MVP of the day is Josh.
Okay.
Not even a dancer.
Go on.
It was, I mean, he is a dancer. He was just so good.
Josh stays killing it.
I mean, he was there from 2 p.m. until 10 playing all the tunes. It's crazy. He was so good.
I love DJs that care.
Yeah, and you can tell that he's got a good taste and he understands. So music was on point. Clara was MC. She always knows what to do. She doesn't say too much. She doesn't say, less than needed. And that was the event. And
Sick.
it was top 16, and then boom shakalaka finals.
Cool.
Was there a standout battle for you? That was the hypest battle of the night?
I probably didn't watch them all to say, but I think it was definitely a hip hop battle, and it might have been the final or something before. Yeah, but I think it's hip hop.
On that note, it's worth shouting out Kenrick, who entered and I think got to the top 8.
Yeah,
which is sick. Shout out to him, especially because it's he has so many reasons to not battle. He also did the new gen versus old gen thing.
I bet that's what inspired him as well.
Yeah, he's I might as well do it.
Yeah.
But I think that's dope, man. It's it's easy to kind of, especially when you did it a long time ago and you kind of can not do it and people aren't going to be why don't you battle? Because you did your time, I guess. So it's not easy to come back, and he's probably not as in practice, So even to do that, to get through prelims with an international judge who has no idea probably who he is into our scene, and then get through top 16 to top 8, it's that's worth the props for that.
Let's go.
I have a lot of respect for that.
So that was the day. It was really cool.
Sick.
I know you're very critical of yourself.
Oh.
When you're battling, who was the toughest battle? Because okay, yes, you may not have won the final, but were there battles that you thought were maybe they've beaten me, or maybe I don't know if I've done enough, or was it just I've got this?
The one, two, all of them.
The one, the two, the all of them. Yes.
All of them. The one where I knew that I didn't do all was definitely in the final, because I knew that I could do it, but I just didn't do it. But I'd say all of them because I was quite nervous on the day. I don't know why. I normally get nervous, but I was nervous in a different way, and I couldn't really shake it off. And if you know me, I always go first. And if you've noticed that I don't think I've went first unless I had to, when Clara said that it's whoever steps on the floor last goes first. But I think I would say that I was out of my element. So I did feel threatened by every battle. But the one where I guess I was a bit less worried or anxious about, it was the tie between against Joanne. But that was because I think it was a tie, and I knew that that means that we almost have it, and I just need to do enough to get through. And that was semis, I'm pretty sure. So that meant that I was in the final. So but I was meh. I don't know.
What a Kamile reaction to herself. I was meh.
Killed it
in the prelims though.
Yeah,
maybe.
That's
all you saw.
Yeah, that's all I saw.
Well, thank you. Yeah.
So first Kingdoms League event of the year. Everything
Big
going
success.
swimmingly.
Yeah, for me, venue wise, I agree. It's sick, but it's just really sad with Red Bull and the law because of the under 18s missing out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
But that's the only one. And
Great for the open bar though.
Great for the open bar.
Thank you, over 18s, for sacrificing yourselves so that we can get drunk. That does make a big difference, to be honest. Even just having a bar, let alone an open bar.
I think a bar, just the fact that you can just have water.
That's what our scene is missing at the moment, I think. We used to have so many over 18s events, and I know what you just said, but also no events to the under 18s. It's actually quite nice to have some fucking adult only nights and go into a bar where we can all drink, and even JoJo's or these have, or a lot of the battles that we used to have were in bars.
Yeah.
And it's I don't know, there is, especially because I don't know, I don't drink a lot, but I'm not against having a beer now and then when I'm out. It's nice to just be I'm going to go watch a battle, have a beer, relax, That was what was cool at the Kingdoms League finale, that there was a bar there and stuff. So yeah, I don't know, I like that as well. But yes, it is a shame for you on the league side that the under 18s can't enter.
I don't mean necessarily for me, more the kids themselves, they see it all now. I wish I could have done that.
Of course.
I wish I could have been there. And Clara likes the thing of people not, you have to be there to be there. You don't get to see the footage. So again, the kids are even more like, I saw an Insta story.
Aww.
Like they don't get to actually
Yeah. Experience it that way.
But when you're 18 or when you've got fake ID, now
You
when you're
come
18,
through.
you're good.
Yeah. And next one is AIM, and
Yeah.
then pretty shortly after that is
West Country Clash.
West Country Clash. So there's pretty like 3, like
Save
one
your
every
money.
month. February, March.
How many
April.
in the whole year?
5, isn't it?
Don't know yet.
Oh, is there something you can announce?
Well, I can definitely announce part of it.
Go on.
So this year we've introduced one more event,
Ooh.
I think I know what it is. Go on.
MSB.
Yeah.
In Gloucester, June 3rd. So
I thought that would be part
May
of it.
is our break, and then we
This is, I don't know if I should talk about this yet, but I will be there. Almost definitely. What I'll be doing there is up for discussion so
Debate.
far. We're figuring it out.
that also means you need to reply to Kevin because we've got a potential gig, which I said I can't do because of that event.
Hey.
Yeah.
Business on
And
the
I've
podcast.
replied for you saying he's probably at the event with
I know,
me.
but I need to get confirmation before I can tell Kevin whether I am or I'm not there. But yes,
How many jobs this guy has?
listen.
Yes, Kevin will get back to you.
Yeah, Kevin, why? I know. I'm just going to send Kevin this entire. Kevin is the producer for Simple Cypher, so he sorts out all the organizational side of things. I'm going to send him.
Paid.
I'm going to send him this entire 2-hour podcast
And then he
in
knows.
response
Be
to
like,
that. I'm
my-
just going to send him the link in response to that question.
And then he knows our diary for the year as well. Like,
Yeah.
perfect. Yeah.
Just go through and listen until you get your answer. No, I'm not going to do that. I am, however, going to send him my DBS because I haven't done that either. Yes.
Am I right in saying MSB last year was the first live stream?
Yeah, that's
Oh.
what I'm discussing with Tyler if we're doing that again. Very well might be.
Rightio.
Yeah, people love that, and it's like I've been trying to get it other places, but everybody has a different opinion on whether they want live streams and hosted and stuff. But Tyler was like, we can talk about bringing it back.
I was at a wedding that day.
Yeah.
And like every time there was like a gap, you know, when there's like, right, we're moving to the venue, we're moving to the meal. Like I was like,
Sick.
I'm like,
Sick,
and
yeah.
yeah, and I felt like one of those like people who are into football, which like,
Yeah.
Sick. Oh, that's good.
Oh.
Yeah, I got a lot of compliments actually on the like, not as in like not compliments so much of me, but like that people love the idea, especially because now with my setup. Also, I'm kind of advertising myself for anyone that's listening, but with the setup, I can do it with like a really minimal set of equipment. So it's like to do a live stream and to have it hosted. A lot of the big battles have that, like the WDSF things, because you need a whole booth and all this shit. But I can do it on a really small or like relatively small budget compared to what they're doing. So it is a possibility for more small events. So if you want me to do it, let me know. But yeah, it was really fun last year. I want to do it again. So MSB, sick. We like that. Any others in the pipeline to come for this year or no?
the usuals are there, and then there's
What are the usuals?
pencils. So we got Firehouse Weekender, Hip Hop Weekender still.
That's in August though, isn't it?
Yeah, Light Fest in September.
Yeah.
Um,
So we need
Question marks.
May, June,
there's a question mark. We're waiting to find out for one more.
because June is MSB.
June MSB.
So we need May and July to have one a month.
No, we don't. That's the
Yeah,
thing, because
that's-
people take it seriously and it's hard to travel.
Yeah, but we
Yeah.
need one a month because that's part of it. Is you have to travel.
The other part is
And you get funded? No. So
No, but
how
that's
do we keep the events in separate places so it doesn't always benefit
yeah,
Londoners?
London, yeah.
we'll get people to put on a Kingdoms League event on purpose. Like
The
talk to
issue-
Lucia
so
and Tesco and them lot. Put on something in
we-
Glasgow. Come on.
The events we use are events with reputations of long standing. We know
Hmm.
like
Don't just do a pop-up
MSB's
battle.
been around for like us hating each other days. Like
True.
so like yeah,
So like a week ago.
there are
About a
people
week ago.
asking us.
Yeah.
They have events and they're like, can we do it? And it's like,
No.
do I know your event's going to finish on time? And it's such a basic
Oh.
thing.
Yeah, because you
but
need to
like,
keep us a certain level of consistency across
Yeah.
the events.
All right.
That's good. That is good that you do that. But maybe trusted organizers to put on a new event. That could happen.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If there's someone that has done loads before and they were like, oh, I want to put something on in Edinburgh or wherever, maybe that's a different story.
Yeah.
The Kingdoms League tour. And then you can get one set of judges that do all of them or something. That would be cool. Just talk like Just a Boo, start touring them around. Okay, yeah, super excited for Kingdoms League. Well done
Super
for getting
excited.
to the finals.
Oh, thanks.
8 points. Come
Should we
on.
bang out these audience questions?
Let's do
Are
it.
you guys ready?
Yeah.
Let's
right.
bang him in the
So
lead.
I'm the worst at this. because I want to make them quick fire and I never make them quick
Should
fire.
Should I read them?
Yeah, do you pick them or is Jenny?
No, we're going to try and do all of them.
Okay, let's go.
But you want me
okay.
to be the one to read them
No,
so you can...
I'll do it.
Okay. All right.
So first of all, and we can all answer, we don't all have to answer, whoever's got something. Up and coming dancers to watch out for and / who inspires you. Two
Right.
very different questions. Up and coming dancers to watch out for. I feel like Kieran, you know a lot of the
Okay.
younger.
I'm ready.
Oh
we
my god, she
speaking
prepared. She's got
UK?
notes.
I prepared because I expected that to happen where you go, oh my days, now I can't remember. And by the way, disclaimer, I probably have not remembered everyone. So
So your preparation.
apologies. But the ones that I noted, and who knows who's new. To me,
Okay, yeah.
everyone's new.
Okay.
Because I'm not from here, you know, I don't know their story.
Sean,
Like, I'm
like
like
Sean is
Yeah,
new
come
to
on.
you.
Sean is new.
Convenient excuse.
UPG,
Okay.
Lauren,
Yeah.
Omni,
Yeah.
Maisie.
Yeah.
This
Maisie's-
guy, I just
yeah.
seen him. Keith Harris.
Kyle Harris.
Kyle Harris.
He was at the
Apologies.
Kingdoms League. Yeah, I don't know
I
him
didn't
too
know,
much
but
either.
he was so good.
Okay, sick.
Kyle Harris, Rory, your light feeders, I don't know their
Yeah.
names. Chandini, Hannah, McLean, King James, Georgina, Corinthia.
Okay, sick. Done.
Who inspires
She really
you? Did you
lifted
prepare
it.
that?
The ones that inspire me. I guess like the closest to me would be Lauren.
Oh, that's who inspires you out of the young. Oh, is that what the question is? Who inspires you out of the younger ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, everybody, of course. The hard work inspires me. But Lauren, I think, in terms of her personality, I think
Yeah,
there's
Lauren's
some
great.
similarities with me. And she's quite genuine and she's a smart girl. So
Cool. I think
And so are
Kamile
you.
completed that question.
Yeah, thank you.
no, anyone to add? Because I've thought about it, but I don't.
Like they're getting lots of praise, but UPG, I think
Yeah.
they're doing.
I don't even know that I'd call them up and coming. They're here. They're
you
the
go.
current scene. We're the old farts. They're the current. I would even put people who there's got to be like people like Maisie, who
Yeah.
killed it at the New Movements battle. Is like she's up and coming now to me. Like Kane and them lot aren't up and coming anymore. They're doing it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It depends
For
who
me.
asked.
Yeah,
What
and
not?
and
I
in
think
what
it depends
context?
on who you. Yeah.
Yeah,
like in the
right,
UK
so,
scene
right.
wise.
This is to semi-cuss the in the house mentees. When you're talking about generation and stuff, I got asked to be in the Legends, the older group thing.
Yeah, but
which
that's relative.
I thought that was normal until I saw the list of people battling and realized everyone's
I'm not
like,
in that
everyone's like
generation.
40 plus, and I'm like, fam, I just turned 30. Like,
Yeah.
Also,
you're-
it's
you-
like there's
but-
almost no difference between you and Lorena.
exactly, that's
Like,
what I mean.
And she was
So-
new gen, and
But
Yeah,
to them,
yeah,
lot,
yeah.
they're like, anyone who's past 30, they're. So that's
Yeah,
what I mean,
Kieran's
like,
old
this-
as shit,
this
isn't
could
he?
be,
like he has a kid.
yeah. True.
If you have a kid, you belong in the old gen.
Yeah, that's
in
true.
your role.
That's it.
Qualify.
Any other dancers to shout out? I mean, you've probably got a bunch.
Little Eliana from Swansea, part of Synergy. She's also part of Lifetime UK. She's probably the best European kid in light feet. As
Sick.
in
Oh damn! big
kid,
statement.
as in like under 14. Like I think she's
Young,
10 now.
young,
She's
yeah.
just recently turned 10, and she'll smoke most of Europe, including adults.
God damn.
Like-
Kieran's talking that shit for you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
If you're in Europe and you're an adult light feeder and you think you can beat her, come through. Let's see that.
Woo! I can be a.
Hey,
I can
that's
do
a
light
clip.
feet.
Not
That's a
including
clip.
UK heads, because I know we've got the sauce out here, but yeah.
All right. There's so many questions. Look how many questions.
Let's go,
there are.
let's go.
All
Let's
right.
go then.
What do we think of the Welsh dance scene?
I don't know them.
I think nothing because I've never been there.
Yeah.
I think they just lack consistency of being like around. So like we've like probably more me and Luke have been in and out of Wales and known a lot of them for a long time. They'll come to an event every now and then, but it's then we don't see them for 6 months or a year, and then
Yeah.
they'll come to. Whereas they're at their own sessions. They're all good dancers, but I think they just lack experience when the pressure's on, which is why like you go to Wales and go to a Welsh event and they can be killing it, and you're like, whoa.
But when it's
But
not
then
home
when-
turf,
Yeah.
But when I think they just lack that a bit.
Okay.
Interesting.
Fair
some
enough.
really good dancers have come out of Wales though.
Yeah.
But
Very
not,
good.
not including the breakers, by the way. The breaking kids are flipping nuts.
Well, breaking scene is a bit different in general. Should you be able to? I think this is for Kieran. Should you be able to do light feet in a hip hop battle?
We'll pass this one to you.
I don't think so, because from what I know, even the way it would be judged would be quite different. So it would kind of become like an all styles battle in a sense, because I know that even they face the front and
I disagree.
And that with the tricks, no one cares. And with the tricks, as you said, the setup and everything else, I think then they could probably do it.
But now you're answering whether Light Feet would win or would do well in a hip hop battle.
No,
should you be allowed? Because it's like you're not going to start doing it and then someone's going to say, hey, then that's not allowed.
It's like you should be allowed to do whatever you want.
You should. You are allowed to do whatever you want. You can do Macarena if you want to. What I mean is, from what I understand, if they were to be judged, they would be judged on different criteria because the dance would be set up in a different way. So therefore, no, not to say that you can't do it. Smoke your ass any time of the day.
Still disagree.
I would say yes, because the fundamentals that made Light Feet are all hip hop steps.
I take it back.
Due to that, most of the foundations are either hip hop steps or they came from hip hop steps. So most of the foundations you're already rocking or bouncing with it. Yep. Obviously, you can choose how the intention, the texture, and take that away. And people like Kieran, who become a bit more animated, they do that. Trick wise, it becomes a funny one. It's like doing a flip. If someone just randomly starts doing backflips and they're doing that over their dance,
but that's part of the dance.
No, but that's like how you judge it as opposed to can you or can you not do it.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you could go and bang a sick hip hop round, or because you can do a backflip, you just do 10 backflips in a row. No one's really going to do that. And yes, there's light feeters that are fully trick, just like there's breakers who are proper power moves. If they're in like a general breaking battle, they understand they can't just be doing a head spin for the whole minute. Yeah. So I think yes, they can and should. It's just it's misunderstood at the moment, and I think it's just times change. And I
think movement is movement anyway. So it's like you can do anything. You could do house in a hip hop battle. Actually, house should be able to do well in a hip hop battle because it has the same type of bounce and like foundation move, and a lot of the foundations cross over between house and hip hop. But it's like it's more about, if I'm judging hip hop, I'm judging anything you do against the foundations and the techniques of hip hop. So if you do pop-in, but the way you happen to do pop-in is with a bounce, then that counts to me as a bounce. I don't care that I recognize it as coming from another style, because I'm saying, is there a bounce? Tick yes or tick or X no. You know what I mean? Like, are you doing this type of thing? Are you doing this? And I think a lot of the styles can cross over, especially like you said, Light Feet with the foundation.
But what about music then?
Well, they'd have to do it too.
People play Light Feet music in hip hop battles. Like
no, I know. But that's what I mean. Like, yeah, of course you could do it if you wanted to. Anyone is allowed to do whatever they want. But I mean, in terms of the actual criteria, let's say, how would Light Feeters feel about dancing to hip hop music?
Well, they would have to know that they're doing Light Feet in a hip hop battle, not expecting it to
be. The birth of Light Feet was being done on hip hop music.
Okay.
It's the Light Feet music wasn't a thing. So when you're in New York, especially, okay, if you go to a Light Feet session just with New Gen, they're probably just going to bang beats like Light Feet music.
Okay.
But generally they dance to funk, to soul, to R&B. Like,
all right.
Yeah, it's quite
got broad. Educated.
But
you just got told.
I just got told.
I think it's just the idea of like, not everyone is aware of what it all is right now.
Yeah, exactly. Because then you would need to know what Light Feet is to be able to judge it fairly as well.
Yeah.
Well, that's also the argument. Like, in that hip hop judges should start being educated a bit on Light Feet, because it's going to start being included.
Because the thing is, I see it, especially at the kids comps, someone does like basic Light Feet and they win because it was different or creative, and then like it actually wasn't. It was just basic moves being done. And then the vice versa happens. Someone's doing something that's bare creative, but because it's not recognized as like, I've not seen this stuff, I'll vote against them.
Yeah.
It's just, we're in that weird phase, which is going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could debate on this, but let's move on because we've got a lot to get through. This might be too long for this one. Thoughts on judging and which criteria you would/do apply, either style specific or in general. This is a long conversation.
Are we going to do that kitchen debate?
Oh my God, we debated for like 3 hours about this.
What did you not agree on?
How we judge hip hop.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to tackle this one, or you want to?
No, I don't know that we can. I think the thing is, it's like you can either talk about, there's two ways to approach this topic. We're going to do neither. But one could be how you personally would criteriarize the style that you judge, which is the way that all of us have to do it at the moment, because there's not one criteria for top style. So going into judge, we all have to pick our own criteria and stick to that. Or there's a way, if we were going to create a criteria for the style, what would we do? And I don't think that's fair to put on any one person, because that should be a group effort.
Yeah.
Like there should never be one person that decides this is the criteria for hip hop. It should be people all over the world from all different cultures and all different like positions that make a little meeting and a council, and that's what is decided. And if that happened,
Like
and it was a council of people from different places and they made a criteria for hip hop, I would then stick to that.
Okay.
Like, I'm happy to list like I have my main.
Yeah, you have a
5
more
things
strict
and,
thing
like,
than me.
and
Yeah.
then it's more broad on the round. Like
Yeah.
but if it's useful,
Go on, let's
see
let's
if
bang
I've
your
got the
5.
same.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for like if it's a styled thing. All style changes a little bit, but foundation / technique, because you get people who are like heavy into like tools and techniques of dance form, and you get people who are heavy into the foundation of that dance form. Presence, your stagecraft, like how are you presenting what you're doing, your musicality, which doesn't just mean beat killing, like how you're adapting to whatever's playing, how you're gonna do your thing. Flow, I'm not talking of like moving flow, I mean like the structure of your round. Does it make sense? Is it stop
How
starty,
does it move from one section into the other? Is it blocky or
your dynamics, which could be from energy change, speed change, level change, like just what are you changing? How are you making this dynamically different? Is that 5?
Mine's very similar. I'd say the flow is for me, I don't know if that's the same, but creativity. But
Maybe
I've got the same ones.
No.
I
I wasn't saying no to you, I was saying no to Luke, but yeah.
Doesn't.
All right, let's try and make them a bit more quick fire.
Snappish.
Opinion on UPG's new video with
Sick.
Oddventure.
Sick.
Very
Sick,
sick.
I wonder who came up with the idea. Did Oddventure say, I want to do this thing, or if they came to him and were like,
Same. I thought whoever directed on point.
Yep.
yeah.
Very dope. Under 18s all styles battles. Should kids dance to different styles of music to encourage learning of many styles? Yes.
But how does, just because you dance to different styles of music
'cause if they
doesn't
know
mean that
they're gonna-
you dance.
If
to
they know they're
different
going to
styles?
get it, they'll have to train all the different styles in order to do
Well,
well.
they don't have to train different
No,
styles.
you can do one style to different music.
Yeah.
Fair.
So that's
That's
not
true
really.
also. All right. Well, there's your answer. Top 4 or 5. Why 4 or 5? Why not 5? Of favorites, and who would you want to see battle in hip hop and light feet? All right. You've got your top 5 written, don't you?
Yeah.
Go on.
Uh,
And then let's just stick on the who do we want to see battle?
I wasn't thinking too deeply about this. I'm gonna get it wrong, but the girl from Canada, Kosi Bataja, from what I think.
Yeah.
Bataja Paradox Junior Boogaloomy.
Okay, fair. Yeah, Kosi's fucking G.
I jumped straight to light feet, and I've got 2
Go on.
legal. So like in terms of my legends, I'd love to see like 40 pounds, Keenan, Fly Boogie, Hype Star. If there was some sort of Royal Rumble with that'd be crazy. But new gen wise, so more like the younger guys like Know A Lot, Kid Smooth, J Wavy, who else? Maybe that's it. But like, yeah.
Some of those guys battle. All right, next question. Why dancers should pay for the battle when they're a part of the show?
Well, because the events are not funded, so we just have to contribute.
It's an ecosystem. You have to play your part.
Yeah.
Also,
contribute.
surely they're enjoying it at the same time.
Yeah.
Like if they're going to the cinema and paying to go enjoy something, like it's almost the same. Yes, you're in it, but you're also enjoying it. Like
The pushback being that you're the show. So Whitney Houston doesn't pay to get into her own concert.
Indeed, but there's no funding, as
But
we
you're
all
not-
know. You're
Yeah,
making
so
out
it's
of your
more of
own
a
money,
real
so
world. We have to.
real life.
Also,
So would you say in an ideal world, you shouldn't have to if they had enough money to do it?
I mean, obviously, we see breakers freaking fly all over the world and probably get paid for it as well. So yeah, that
So
would be
in an ideal
ideal,
world,
but-
we'd love that to happen, but
Also,
we can't
it's
afford
like
that.
you're paying to participate. People aren't paying to come watch you. That's the difference between a concert and this.
People are paying to come watch you. Oh, as in you
Like
by
you
name, like
specifically.
right.
It's like they're
Unless you're a
coming-
guest, yeah.
Yeah, but
So then you guests shouldn't pay.
yeah,
they
and
don't.
most of the guests
No,
don't.
that's what I'm
No,
saying.
they
Yeah,
wouldn't.
yeah.
But it's like that's the main difference between an event where, like, if Whitney Houston, you're saying it's like we're going to see Whitney Houston.
Right.
So
no
if-
one's coming to see you.
Everyone's coming to see me.
Yeah, so if it's a theater, people pay to go see that person. If it's a battle, people are paying to be part of an experience.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
All right, next question. What do you think about the Scottish battle scene? People want to know what we think about them. Well, I only know about Glasgow. Am I ignorant?
Yeah.
I mean, in terms
For
if you're
sure.
saying battle scene,
Yeah.
there isn't much of a battle scene.
This is what I was going to say about Wales. There's
there's
dancers that come to our scene.
Yeah, there's like 2 battle events maybe a year in Scotland that I know of. Okay, there might be smaller ones in studios or whatnot, but so yeah, there's dancers that come, and again,
UDO doesn't count.
the poppers mainly, and even with that,
Lucia.
time stop.
Yeah. I think scene means you've got to have more people, and more things happening, more events and stuff.
Scotland is crazy because, like, for the comp circuit and all of the dance, like, so many. I've taught hundreds of kids in Scotland, and every school there's hundreds of them. They have the craziest studios, and I'm like, the rest of the UK ain't like this. But it's crazy that then none of them go into the scene. Like,
Yeah,
it's
but
such
it's
a small percentage.
It's a not really something that gives you a lot back until maybe you're older, I guess. It's hard for a kid to get to like the top 8, get nothing, and then be like, oh, I want to do that every weekend. You know what I mean? In these studios, they're getting all this stuff. They're getting.
But you think they would look at like Noodles and Turf, and they'd be like, oh wow, they're cool. They're going to events and getting.
They're also coming home with nothing every time they don't win. They could get to the finals and we all love watching them, and we're like, oh, that was a sick battle. But when they go back, it's like they don't come back and say, look what you know what I mean? It's like, it is kind of a more adult thing, I think, to get over that thing of like, oh, it's more about the experience and as well my reputation.
Like a late teenager thing.
Yeah. All right, not a question, but people wearing deodorant and bringing spare t-shirts to events. That's a way of saying that you all stink.
Which event was it? Who was it? Name the
Must
dancer.
have
Do they need to specify all of them?
All the time.
Okay, so everyone be clean. I'm new to this is so cute, this question. I'm new to the country, relatively new to the scene. What can I do to start fitting in?
Oh, this is me and Kamile. You should answer this question.
Go on, you two. What can you do to start fitting in?
Kamile.
Well, first of all, let me say, from the part of someone that's from the scene, you don't need to fit in.
Yeah,
you just need to be around. Like, come and be part of stuff and show your face, but don't feel like you need to be a part of a crew, a part of a scene, a part of a clique. That's when people say that shit, it's bullshit. Like, if you come and you enter, we will accept you. You don't have to be friends with anyone. There's people that aren't really tight with anyone, but still get the respect of the people in the scene.
They probably mean like make.
I know, but I'm just saying the wording fitting in I don't like, because you don't have to fit
maybe because they're
in.
a foreigner, because they don't come from here. So
Yeah,
They
well,
would
I'm
never
just
know. They
clarifying
would never know.
to make people feel welcome.
Okay.
Go on then,
Kamile?
foreigners.
Right.
Speak a piece and get out.
I say the UK is probably one of the best places to try to fit in because people are nice. I know that it might be more difficult in other countries. I say that just with my own assumptions. But easiest way, I'd say go to class. If it's a good class, if there are plenty of good teachers, they will ask what your name is, where you're from. They will make that effort, to recognize that you came to their class. If you're regular there, people will start seeing you. Then you'll go to battle. They'll go, oh, we go to Tuesday classes together. So I say the easiest way probably is just taking a class, understanding that, whether that works for you, whether you like the teacher, and build from there. And of course, just come to battles and just do that. But yeah, I was thinking about this one because I was thinking, you know what? Sometimes you come with this naive mind that you're like, oh, it's dance and it's all so lovely. And then 2 years later, you understand how many different internal politics there are and how many, if you click with one, even though UK is nice and I'd say that you guys are pretty good, there's still sometimes if you're friends with them, then are you friends with them because you're friends with them? So you will figure that out as you go. But yeah,
I'm interested to know. That can be an off-camera thing, but
yeah, it's so easy. I know already.
But yeah, I think also is don't be afraid to like step out of your comfort zone and not wait to get invited to things. It's like go to people, say, oh, do you know of any sessions that are happening? Can you let me know when something like this is happening? Or and now even with social media, it's like so easy. What?
The capsule.
Follow us.
But even with social media, it's really easy to like hit up somebody that you look up to, or you know, somebody that you think they're good, and be like, oh, do you have any sessions, you know, that you could recommend I go to, or do you think I should do this, and like ask people for advice. And then the more you start showing up, and then it's like Kamile says, it's like being around, then you're around a community and there's the same people coming again and again, and so that's how you become part of something.
Oh, for sure.
But I think like maybe the initial approach can be a little daunting, so it's just like, okay, accept the fact that it's going to be uncomfortable for like 6 months to a year of having to take the step to be like asking people,
initiative,
and to take the first step, but just make that sacrifice and it'll pay off later.
Bang.
I actually replied to someone last night or this morning asking me about, I'm new to UK, like I want to dance hip hop, and I was like,
might be this person.
During the day, go to South Bank, like it's just,
people ask me as well.
There's 3 ways to do it,
and
like,
there's always
and I would say
people always reply.
You actually can't do anything in this scene unless you listen to the capsule. I think that's also really important. It's like you probably will not be able to do anything in your whole life actually,
and now
unless you have this every week.
Now, to make you feel really bad, this person did reply to your question, so that means that your work,
they're already doing it. So why am I feeling bad?
Because you were just like, oh, listen to the capsule. They were already listening.
That's true.
Okay,
let's bang through these last questions super quick. So quickest answer you can give: how can light feet be taken more seriously, as some people use it as a gimmick while dancing?
Stop doing so many hat tricks. No, I'm joking.
I just think it's a popular trendy thing. People see it on TikTok especially now, so it's gonna be there. Cool. Just like people doing a head isolation, it became a cool gimmicky thing. Like it's just that
you just gotta let the trends pass.
When it becomes like an everyday like topic, people are like, oh yeah, cool, now we'll take it serious.
So just give it time.
People take it serious. It just means that there's people in your circle where you're seeing it don't. But
that's true actually. All right, so these next ones are all by the same person and they're trying to be funny, so I'm going to get them back by actually answering all of them.
Okay.
So, because that's how I do.
So you're like trying to rush us and then you're going to waste time here. Cool.
No,
exactly.
Let's do it.
All right, shout out answers. Favorite snacks, go.
Pringles.
I like Cheetos. I had a whole bag of Cheetos.
The
Pringles, flaming hot ones.
Milka.
The sweet and chili rice crackers.
All day. They're like,
Kinder Bueno.
Vegan all sorts.
All right, no one cares about him.
Yeah.
Vegan ruining the snack party. What music are we bopping to these days?
R&B.
Styles P's new album was really good.
Tom Misch, FKJ, Laurel Carner.
Very what I expected you to listen to.
I'm listening to like some little Afrobeat stuff.
And you also listen to movie soundtracks while you do work, which is hilarious.
Yeah, because
like the fucking Star Wars theme. And she's like, "Yes, could you please reply to my?"
That's how I write funding applications. That's how I do my best work.
Inspiration.
Music. You said
R&B.
Mm-hmm. Nice. I like a bit of R&B. I like SZA's album was good. Stuff like that. Favorite DJs outside the UK: Joseph Wu is one of my favorites. Fame is one of my favorites and a good friend.
BJ Pigo, but he doesn't.
Pigo,
he's BJ.
Jelani Jones.
I
don't know who that is. Don't know. Okay, cool. What face do you make when you lose a battle because the judges were shit? All right, this is all right. Let me take off my glasses. This is the face I make when it actually happens. I just go like.
I think it's pretty
that's
similar.
What you think? Interesting. That's what you think.
You have to make eye contact with them as well, so then they're aware.
Make them look you in the eye while they point in the other way. Yeah. Anything else?
I never lose, so I wouldn't know.
Interesting.
Sicko.
But also, I have to say this on this note. I don't like when you disagree with a decision and you make the other person feel bad because it's not their fault. The judge fucked up. So don't be like, oh, fuck. Because I've been in that position and I've been in the position where I've disagreed with losing and I've won when I disagreed. But it's like, it's not nice to make the other person feel. So in that moment, just suck it in and say well done to the other person. Let them have their moment and then bitch later.
That was my thing at the Kingdoms League final.
Speak in the mic.
That was my thing at the Kingdoms League final. When Turf kind of got annoyed and like, I was like, bruv, like she ain't the one voting. Like have that energy towards the judge.
Yeah, exactly. So, it's fine. Like the judges should be prepared for any sort of energy, but the person just dancing and hope for the best, it's not their fault. All right, you three have to answer this. How much to slap Luke?
How much? What?
5.
How much money to slap me?
I'll do it right now.
£5.
I'll do it for free.
I'll pay you.
I'll pay you. Okay. Favorite workshops you've ever taken? I did a 8-hour workshop with Feist, which is one of the best workshops I've ever done. I've also done some whacking workshops, which are really fun. I did Kamari's whacking workshop. I did a couple of others that I really enjoyed.
Funny that's like the first thing that comes to mind. And
I don't take a ton of workshops.
Surprise.
I think.
Whoa! Yeah, because I win 7 to smokes without him. What up?
I think one of the best workshops I've taken was like a week long. I mean, it was a week long workshop with Rashad and Future.
Oh, sick! That would be cool. I'd take that.
Yeah.
Saying that, I took Future's workshop that Firehouse put on in the pandemic on Zoom, and I actually really enjoyed it.
Cool.
He was I can imagine it, the real life one. You know what I loved about the Zoom workshops also is that I don't have to participate. That annoys me sometimes in workshops. Where I'm learning, but I don't want. I'm like, yeah, okay, I get it. I'm doing the stuff, but can I just explain it to me? And sometimes on Zoom, I had my camera off, and it was like, all right, everyone join it. I was just sitting on my chair listening, but like I took so much in from just learning how I wanted to. But yeah.
I'd say Junior.
Boogie.
Yeah.
Or Boogaloo.
Nice.
Nyako.
Nice.
Yeah, Keenan, but obviously that's obvious.
Did you have yours?
Yeah, I think. So Henry Link, Loose Joint, Joseph Go, and not a workshop, but I took Lumi's class. That was really good.
Sick.
I mean, Link was like my step in. Like he did a week's thing here, and it was like every evening, 3 hours.
Oh yeah, who put that on? In Uxbridge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Corinne.
What's the name of the company? Do you know?
Wait, not the PhD.
North Face.
Oh, that's what I was thinking of. Okay.
Afterwards. And then there was, because you won that throwdown that happened the same week.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Another battle I won. Sorry.
You
it's just that some people question why I'm fit to sit in this seat and talk about it.
You didn't even win.
No, it's probably all the other battles that I won. Now. I did fucking win, and Henry Link was there, and he didn't like my round, and he made a fucking Facebook status about me. So I don't care. Still got the money, didn't I, Henry? Sorry, carry on.
I actually rated your integrity for dancing how you dance, because that was the hilarious thing, because I just started hip hop for that week. And like there was bare heads which I know don't dance foundationally.
I'm so glad you're saying this, because I tell this story in the same way, and I'm glad
they were like, oh, Henry Link's here, let me do the Bart Simpson, and then obviously they were getting smoked because they don't do the Bart. Like it was, they
don't know how to dance. And I actually remember watching. I don't know if I was talking to you at that point, really. Like we weren't really tight, but I was watching the prelims, and I was like, everybody's changing their dance because he's here, and I was like, I have a choice. I can either try and do what they're doing, or I can just dance the way I dance, and then if I don't get through, fuck it. And I did, and I fucking won.
He was judging.
Or no, he wasn't even judging.
He was just teaching.
But he was putting so much pressure because he was sitting there front row at a small battle, and even the judges were like, even their judge demos were a bit like more.
Because back then,
more hip hop than usual.
Wasn't so big, so you dance at an event, and no one else is going to see it in the world. Whereas like, so pioneers wouldn't ever really see you.
So to have Henry Link front row at a hip hop battle in those days was like, oh my God.
That's so funny, because I was like, how was he judging? And then he cussed that you won.
No, he put a status afterwards, and I remember this to this day. So this is also a lesson for dancers, that young dancers will remember the stuff that you talk about them, so be careful how you speak about younger dancers. However, I hold this in the fucking back of my head. He made a status being like, how can the judges demonstrate that they understand hip hop during their judge demos, but then vote for the person that's not doing hip hop?
Ooh,
that was he put a Facebook status about that. That fucking hurt. I was 18. That was the first battle I ever won in my life, and I was gassed. And
really? That's the
first battle I've ever solo win.
And I was there. Yeah, I feel special now.
But it fucking hurt, to be honest. Yeah. And it's like there's someone that's like one of the pioneers. This now retroactively explains my rant against hip hop, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but
that does.
That pissed me off. But yeah, who cares? I dance the way I dance, so I'm happy.
Yep. There's no dance police. You do your thing.
Oh, you cutie.
Well, when you three gonna enter a Breakin battle? I think
Yesterday.
that refers. Yeah,
let's go.
Whenever anyone wants to call us out.
When the WDSF invites us.
Listen, if Sunny and Karam and Sheku weren't in Japan, we would have called them out.
Which one do you think you would be?
No, I'm saying if they weren't in Japan, we would have called them out and smoked them all.
Yeah, to be honest.
Oh, who do you want me to take? I'll smoke any of those three.
I'm thinking if we were doppelgangers for Sheku, Karam, and Sunny, which one would you be? Because I think it would be Sheku.
I'm the brown
I would
one.
be Sheku.
Yeah, because of all the thread.
Oh, okay.
I'll be the brown one.
That's racist. We didn't even say that.
I'm saying that.
Okay.
He's from Bristol. I'm
so
from
you're
Bristol.
Karam.
You're Karam.
Yeah, I could be Karam because
Cream?
To be honest, he did tell me that his name was pronounced differently, and now I forgot how it was.
Kamile?
Karam, I think. Karam.
Yeah, Karam, I think
Karam.
is actually supposed to say it.
I think, I could be him because he's like a dancey vibes.
Okay.
Basically, Sonny's from Bristol. I'm from Bristol.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Sheku's also
So
Southwest.
how do you explain his success versus yours?
What I'm gonna say.
What happened that your paths went so differently?
What I'm gonna say, internationally, the UK is very known because of Bristol.
Because of Sunny.
Sonny, Frankie J, Paris. What more do we win?
Paris is from Bristol?
Yeah, bruv. Well, okay, her dad's London, but she moved with her mum to Bristol as a kid.
I didn't know.
And that's where we all started Jam. And
Very cool.
Boom.
yeah.
And QK, of course.
Yeah, all jokes aside, Jam have done a lot for the scene, so we respect you. I have a last question for you. How is it, well, actually both of you, how is it being a female popper? There's a lot less girls in the popping scene, I believe.
Okay, I can be serious and I can...
Both of you. I thought you were saying me.
No,
You're like,
these
for both
two.
of you. I'm like...
I guess
I've
I
seen
can
you
be
pop.
serious this time because normally I'd say, it's whatever, like, you do what you like and you just do it. But to be honest, I also had, recently I spoke to to Greta. She's my best friend. She also dances. And we spoke about this. And to be honest, it can be tough. Not gonna lie. It can be tough because I actually think that we will never dance like men. Like in terms of physical abilities, unless it's the flexibility that you want to showcase.
There's a different feeling to it.
Yeah, but I really don't think that I would ever be the best, equally good to someone who's a man and does popping. So that means that on the other hand, you stand out because you're not,
The norm.
the norm. You're and especially, of course, sad to say, but if you do well, because people do say that, you do good for a girl. But to be honest, if you do well, then you stand out. But another thing that I realized that so much of dance is networking. Sometimes, yes, you win and that can be enough, but sometimes it's not about winning. It's just how well you network at the event, how well people trust you, how well they know you, blah, blah, blah. And to do that and put yourself forward as a girl, because so many of the majority of everyone, dancers, judges, teachers, MCs, DJs are men. If you put yourself forward as a girl, what are they going to think? They will not that they will take advantage of you, but if I came, because that's what Greta said, if a man came up and said, bro, I like what you do, let's jam together. How do you think I would have to do that to not be seen as like, let's jam together? Yeah,
but I've had it a bunch of times, even that like I was traveling and I was like, I'd love to train, and then it's like we get there,
candles lit.
It's like
it's not
flowers
training.
on the floor, like
and then it's like after the training I made other plans, and then it's like I'm going, and the guy was pissed and he was like, what, you just like planned something else after? And it's like, yes, like
what?
But so I think this is the thing, it's like being a minority, or being like kind of a smaller demographic, and the like male female dynamic being present. I think it's like something that you have to be a lot more conscious of, like navigating when you're one of a few female in like a heavily male dominated space, and what that means in terms of like standing out or getting like, not getting girl props, or even also in the like human dynamic of you know, sometimes like even as a girl wondering like, you know, there was times that I was really excited because I said, oh my God, this person said I'm good and they want to train me. And then people around me were like, oh no, they just want to hook up with you.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, oh, so is it impossible that like that I'm actually good? That person is actually interested in me just for my skill. You always have to have that at the back of your mind, like that is something that they might like, that might be the real reason. You know, and I think like that sometimes it can be a bit deflating.
Oh, it is,
because also once you've got that compliment and you're gassed, and then you have, if it's not true, then you have to be like, oh, okay.
So I think it can be like, there's just a reality of it, of like, okay, going to competition and entering and like actually dancing is not necessarily like more difficult or whatever, but it's kind of all the human dynamics that go around it that you kind of, it's not to be paranoid or super aware about it, but it is just a reality that makes it a little bit more difficult to navigate. So it's like, I think that that's the time that it's really important to have like, you know, like either to have other females around you. I think that like, also I have to say, coming from Montreal, like there are a lot of women that are very present in the scene in a lot of different styles. So I feel like
I think I've noticed
I had
that.
like older, like I grew up with female dancers that were like 10, 15 years older than me, and that we were kind of always around each other. So that helped in a sense of like seeing how they moved and being able to talk about these things. But otherwise it's also like, you know, in a sense, like even finding in the UK, like having someone like Sean or whatever, you know, finding these people that you know are
we'll have your back.
We'll have your back, and that really have your interest.
They're
like,
genuine.
Your best interests at heart, and like having a little bit of a community in that and finding that. But it is like, especially if you're traveling or you know, it is something that like, it's a natural human thing that, you know, people like try to make a move. But sometimes if it's something you really want, then it makes you a little bit, it can make you naive.
For sure. And I haven't felt into that trap, but that I had the same thing where I was like, oh, I want to train, I want to do this, and then I realized, I'm not gonna train with this person. Like even though I do, like you want to be, because that's the difficult thing, you kind of want to be seen as at the same level as boys, but you're just a different human because you have a different experience as a female. So even like the way you do certain things will look different on your body, and trying to imitate a man it will look different on you. And for you to find a way to be organic with that dance style when majority of people that you see are men can also be tricky, because the understanding that your body and the way your body moves to suit the style can also be difficult. And with you said like in battles it might not be necessarily difficult. I think it can be in a way. It can be because you are, it's same as like B-boys and B-girls, they now have different categories, right? And that probably makes more sense for the B-girls and the B-boys now, especially now that they've got Olympics. But we still have to battle and we probably prefer to battle boys, men, whatever. But it can be tricky because you know that I definitely feel like I'm at disadvantage only because I'm a female, because I don't have the same physical abilities that men do. Yeah,
I hear you, but I don't think personally that you need them in top styles. Like you don't need to have physical like there's people that I've seen that are in wheelchairs, or that are big fat people that like do well in battles, and it's like, it's more about the creativity. I guess I get the only reason I give you like only credit I give you on that idea is that the more physical ability you have, the more options it opens for your creativity. So you can do this athletic thing down to the floor if you're more athletic. Like Lewis can do way more stuff than I can because he's way more athletic. So I get that opens up more options for his creativity, but I still smoke him.
But I think, yes, I agree. But I think when you have a majority men dancing that are just not like they're stronger than us, that means that even though, let's say you don't go to the floor and I don't go to the floor, but it's me versus 10 who do go on the floor, and they're all men.
And also I guess the kind of status quo of what is good and popular, it might be based on that. Yeah. I hear that.
So that can be tricky.
Can I also ask, do you find a difference in popping versus other styles? Like, because they specifically asked about what's it like being a female popper, but do you see this as like dance scene stuff or specifically popping?
Not specifically popping, but I don't think hip hop is the same. I don't think house is the same, because the
house seems to be very
also
inclusive.
I feel like there's, generally speaking, like more women. Like I feel like popping is one of the styles that doesn't have a lot.
Yeah, it's like the least female representation.
House has quite a lot of women.
Yeah, some of the best in the world are in house.
Hip hop has a lot of women. Like popping is one of the styles that have less women.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even Breakin has more girls than popping has women, you know.
Yeah, but I say crumb could probably be like in those categories, maybe locking as well, whacking in a different way.
I mean, locking just doesn't have people in general. But
but I mean, I wanted to say that it's probably not just popping, but because I've only danced hip hop and popping, dancing hip hop, I didn't feel like I stand out as much, whereas in popping, I definitely feel like I stand out more because I'm a female and I do popping.
I hear.
Yeah, I definitely think I agree with like Jenny's point of like the safety or the more normalization of being able to go anywhere. Like I want to try to check out that country and going by yourself and that sort of thing, and knowing you can go to training, do whatever you want to do at training, and we're less likely to having people like, oh, what are you doing after? And like,
which I have to say on that, right? I think there's two sides to that, because I think I don't think it's wrong to dance is a very social thing. We talk about dance being social all the time, so I don't think it's wrong necessarily to meet people or to hook up or whatever. Do your thing, especially you're all consenting adults. Do your thing. The thing I don't like, however, and I would like to say I never do, but is like like I don't, like you said, you met that guy at an event, or you didn't even meet him, but he saw you dancing and then he DM'd you after, right? But it's like, don't use the dance as an excuse to get to know someone. Like if you meet someone let's say you go to another country and you meet a guy and you train together, right? And then afterwards he's like let's say maybe the next day or something, he's like, would you like to go for a drink? We met through training, but would you like to go for a drink? I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but don't invite someone over to train in order to get in with them, because I think that's not fair. Because like what you said, I mean, I've heard this from a lot of women, so it's not my first time hearing this thing, but just the fact that it's like a woman shouldn't have to question that. They might question, oh, this guy might be into me. Let's say like that. Say with me, it's like they might.
You invited me to train.
I'm inviting you to train, but it's like you might question whether I'm into you, but you should never question that like you can come, train, and leave, and there will be no issues. I might then ask you out for a drink after, and then you can say no, and it's all good. But during that period where we're training, or we're going to enter a battle together, or you're coming and I'm showing you around the scene or whatever, like those moments are just about that. You know what I mean? You shouldn't use that as a little Trojan horse to get in. I think that's where it becomes a bit slimy to me. Is like it's almost like you're tricking someone into spending time with you. It's like, come and train, we'll do dance, and then I'll ask you if you actually want to spend time with me separately to this. And then that's something you can, they're two separate things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, earlier you're saying for a female to message a guy they might want to learn from or whatnot, it's that like, oh, is he gonna think it's something else?
Yeah.
I wonder how it is the other way around, as in like guys wanting to learn from females and asking them like, can we meet to train? Almost like some of your DMs straight away, it's like, when are we gonna train? Like you straight away, you're like, oh, this guy's trying to get to know me.
No. I wouldn't say that. Well, I mean, the DMs that I read, they weren't training, because I think I'm a quite reasonable person. So I'm definitely not the one to say like, oh, no one's like hooking up or even, you know, going on a date just like, I'm not making sense, but
I know what you mean.
Yeah, like you, of course, you're a human and you find someone attractive and you and that is fine. But yeah, I guess you just maybe want to be a bit more cautious. But with if someone texted me and I have there is one guy that is like, oh, you're really good and I want to learn from you, and to me that's absolutely fine. I don't know how it was to him, whether he had to think about it before he texted me, or did he go through any of these, like what you're questioning now? But my initial one was like, he wants to learn from me. And I because
you're
I'm
a sick teacher, first of all, side note.
But I question it as a female, that a man wants to learn from me.
I think you also question it as someone that maybe doesn't rate themselves as highly as they should.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we have to factor that into this,
and
because
I think that might be a female thing as well.
I mean, we could bring it back around to that, but I think you also question yourself way more than you should.
Definitely have problems.
And anyone that hasn't been to one of Kamile's classes, she's very good. It will be tough, all right?
Well,
so if you're expecting her to be gentle on you,
no,
like I did, I was like, oh, my friend Kamile, I'll go to her class. It'll be a nice fun. No, it's not nice fun.
Yeah.
It's stress. But
Sean called me a bully once.
I don't disagree.
But I don't bully. I'm just very like
Eastern
European. You just do the job and you get the results.
Is there a difference?
Yeah.
But
This might be making this topic a bit longer, but you saying like,
important.
oh, maybe it's a female thing. That now makes me think of so there's less females judging and teaching and that sort of thing. And I was explaining to people, like younger dancers, that being asked to be a guest or a teacher at a camp, or like it's not always about your level at all. It's more about what you're gonna bring there. Like the people around you want to look up to you and want to be inspired, and like and I guess if you do doubt yourself for any reason, you're not going to be that person in that room. And like maybe that's also part of why we do have less females on the circuit in that way. Like it's all just a chicken egg situation.
Yeah,
it is very
agreed.
much chicken and egg, because even I feel quite confident in my dance now, but there was one training where I was recently and I just had this thought, I'm the only girl. And not that I didn't think anything of it. It was just the fact alone that it was 5 maybe and I was the only one.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's so funny because I started training jujitsu, and then it's like often I'm the only girl there, and then recently there was a girl who was younger and who was like, oh, I'm so happy there's another girl. And I was just like, I've spent most of my life, like most of my teenage years, being the only girl in the room. But I think there is something to be said for like learning to be comfortable with that, that it gives you, like there are things to overcome and I think to navigate, but it's like, I think at the end of the day, for whoever asked that question, is like, whatever you face, I think it's always to remember that what people are doing or how people treat you, or like obstacles that you might come across, it's a lot more about where that person is at than anything about you. Of like whether a person asks you because they wanted to, they didn't really want to train with you and blah blah blah, but it's like that's them. Like it doesn't mean that you're not good or that you're never gonna be good. Because I remember like it fucked with my head for a while, of being like, oh wow, is it, and even people's reaction, like of course he wants to hook up with you, and then it fucked with my head in a sense of like, so even the people around me think like, oh no, it's impossible that it could be about dance. Like, so nobody here
it's so
rates
annoying.
My dance, or
it's so annoying.
Yeah, so it's impossible that it could be about that. And like, but I think, in a sense, it's like, it's just something that once you kind of get over, then you can be in a lot of spaces more confidently and more, also getting a sense like you work to be here, you belong to be here.
And you're an equal.
But it's like, it's just something that changes over time as well, what your relationship to it is. But I just think it's not being paranoid, but keeping your wits about you and knowing that it is a reality.
Yeah, I think it's important for young girls as well, because it can be tricky. Like I know quite a lot of internal politics in the dance scene, and you would not believe, like some things that
for
people,
the Patreon episode.
Some things that people do, you would just like, really, like you wouldn't believe. So I think for the young girls that are more, what's the word, like someone who's like above you, like they're judging the event or they're teaching, and you might look up to them and think, like they're this thing, they're this ideal of the dance style or whatever. And if they tell you a compliment or say something nice, yes, it is because like that's the tricky part, because I want to say it's because you're nice, but I don't know how many times out of 10 it's not that. It's like you have to be very careful with how elders or people above you use their power.
Well, I think this is what Jen is saying, is that it's like it's a balance of both. It's like you have to keep your wits about you and understand that these things can happen.
Yeah.
But then also don't make it that it like fucks with your head so that you think
you don't trust what anybody
says. There will be times when people like, I mean, Kieran's a great example of this, of the amount of like young people and women that I've seen him go out of his way and bend over backwards to help people in general, but especially like those, especially younger people, right? Kieran is like one of the people that helps younger people for not for his own benefit, but like at his own detriment. Sometimes we'll go and help people, and it's like I've known him for a long time and I've never known him to do it for any other reason than caring about the style or the scene and not. So it's like, if like I could put my life behind vouching for him, that it's like if he says you're good, you've got that, it's not for any reason. So it's like I wouldn't want people like that to question it coming from everyone. You know what I mean? Because it's like there are some people that will say it and mean it and it's genuine, and there's some people that won't. And it's the same with anything. Like I also have this same criticism about dancers and business. Some of the people that, you know, these young dancers look up to in terms of role models for how to approach business and life, I'm like, oh, you would not believe the behind the scenes. They're a fucking mess. So it's like, I think it's the same with anything. It's like somebody gives you a compliment about your dance. Somebody tells you how to, you know, oh, you should do this and then you can make money off dance. Or someone gives you advice, or someone tells you this. It's like out of everything that anyone tells you, like a certain percentage are going to be dickheads. A certain percentage is just going to be wrong. And a certain percentage are going to be the people you're supposed to listen to. And your job as a young dancer or person in this world, I think, is to learn to navigate that as quickly as you can and try to suss out. And sometimes you're going to get it wrong. Sometimes you're going to listen to the people who are arseholes. Sometimes you're going to ignore the people who you should have been listening to. Like it's never quite there. I mean, me and you are a great fucking example. I mean, it's more on a friendship level than a above or below, but it's like we spent years not liking each other and not not like talking about stuff, not doing stuff. We were like just opposite sides of the scene, being like, screw that guy. And then it's like now, since we've been friends, like there's so many benefits we have from being to get, like business wise, friendship wise, like there's so many emotional benefits, and we've also made money together. And it's like you have to just learn to be like, all right, man, fuck, I was wrong about Kieran, but then there's this other guy who I did say screw that guy and I was right because he was an asshole. And it's just about developing your ability to navigate the world, I guess.
I think it's really just a thing of like, or not just, but it's a thing of being a judge of like learning to be a judge of character more than a judge of like, oh, they're so of their skill or of their status.
Because some great people are shit at life and some shit people are great at life.
But it's like I think I think especially like I think maybe that's the key thing is like, as a woman in the scene, apart from like learning the skill of dancing in terms of navigating the social elements and of that, I would say the advice is like, and it's hard to do like when you're younger, like, and you're entering adulthood and you're
impressionable,
but I think it's like really observing the character of the person and how they are and how they speak and what kind of moves they do and how they treat other people and like what they imply or not imply to you. And like, you know, I think that when people make lines blurred and then like at a point where it's a bit uncomfortable for you, but you know, so this is all shows their character.
And I think just to add to that and like kind of maybe let's bring it to a close, but I think the thing that's important is that your initial instincts and the surface level that you see the world at is not always to be trusted. Like you're a great example, but I have many more examples like you that when I first met someone, I didn't like them, or I didn't not like you, we just had our rivalry. But there's people that in the scene that I met and I was like, oh, fuck this person for life. Like, and I was so wrong. They ended up being like one of my close friends. And then the opposite has happened where I'm like, whoa, this person's so nice. And then I just spent another 3 months and I'm like, why did I ever think they were nice? And it's like, it's the same way, like what Jen was just saying with the dance level. It's like, you can say, oh, this person's amazing, but that doesn't mean that what comes with that is anything else besides you're amazing at that one particular thing. It can be shit at business, horrible person, like, but like vice versa. You might see someone who doesn't get through prelims or whatever, and you're like, oh, they're rubbish, or why I don't want to be associated with them, and they're going to change your life in terms of what business moves to make, or even like they can teach you. There's some people that are amazing teachers that are not good at dancing, and it's like, it doesn't mean you just have to like not immediately trust your first reaction, whatever that is, whether that's, oh, that's a dickhead, or, oh, I love that person, and just be like, all right, judging a character takes a little bit longer than this, and getting used to like taking the time to, what's really, I would say, last point on this is, I would say watching how other people interact with other people is way more important, because how they are with you, I know a lot of people that are really nice to me. It's been especially a bit different since the capsule, but like, they're really nice to me and they always have good things. I'm like, I know how you behave with other people, and you're not a nice person. And just because you always, when you see me, you're like, oh, hey, lovely to see you. I'm like, yeah, but I heard all the shit that you said and did. So I think it's like, just if you meet someone, they seem nice or they seem horrible, either way, step back and watch their relationships with other people. If they have a lot of other people that are treating them nicely, like for example, let's say, bringing it back to the women thing, if you're not sure about why a guy is approaching you to train or whatever, if you watch and you see they're respected and understood by a lot of the other women in the scene, and women that you trust and can speak to, then it may be, it's not 100%, but it may be that they're a bit more trustworthy.
And you can ask somebody.
Yeah, ask them. Be like,
is that person a fucking weirdo? Or?
This happens all the time. We do this.
Tell you.
I was trying to tell Sophia about this. We all do this in our position in the scene, where anyone new that comes up for whatever, a business thing, to do a battle together, to someone ask, can I come train with you? The first thing I do is either check their Instagram and see who's mutual friends, or I'll call someone who I think, oh, there's a dancer from Bristol that says, can I do this? Yo, who's this person? Do you know them, Kieran? And he's like, yeah, they're cool. And I'm like, cool. Everybody does that, a little vibe check with your friends. So it's like, don't feel bad like you can't do it as a newer dancer, because we all do it as experienced dancers.
So I was gonna bring it back. So the person that said about being new in the scene, and sort of said like, you don't have to fit in, but like, it is kind of cool to find, if it's not your tribe, at least find like a role model or someone that you trust or look up to, in the sense of like, not because of their skill set, but you just think
them as a person,
they look like a good person. You can get on a wave, or at least feel that you can, or try to make contact with them, and the scene is so small that no one's gonna like be like, sorry, you can't ask me that.
And especially if it's, because like people will monetize off their dance and like teaching, like if I was to get like one-on-one light feet lessons from you, it's like, you'd have to charge me for that. But for me to come and be like, hey, you seem really cool, can you just keep an eye out for me, can I ask you questions about this? It's like, no one's gonna be like, yeah, 50 quid an hour, So yeah, I think it's even definitely worth asking.
People like, oh, you always travel, I wanted to go to events, can you let me know when this is happening?
Okay,
yeah, those sort of things where everyone will try and have your back. All right, should we wrap? Thanks everyone for listening. We love you. Tune in next week. Any last words?
Yeah.
What are they?
Stay safe.
Yeah.
What's our last words?
Stay safe.
Bye.
Give it up for the ladies.
Peace out, guys.